Oh my god, it's getting intense. That's a fake Neo, he put a barrier block.
That was real.
Alright, hello everybody, my name's Eric, it's Jasper in the background. Alright, in this video, we're going to be watching Parkour Civilization, the entire thing, in one sitting.
We're gonna die, bro.
I heard it was a little bit brain rot. It's 2 hours, and I believe they have a part 2 as well. Probably
one at a time.
Nah, we're gonna do it in one sit, but we're probably gonna separate it in 2 videos so they get it.
Are we allowed bathroom breaks, sir?
No.
Can I get some water before?
Alright, this is the series that a lot of people told me. It's kind of brain rotty, kind of a meme, kind of troll, mega viral. Led with the video on it. I've never watched it. Let's see what's up.
Go! Open up. It's time for parkour.
Open up, FBI!
Time for my mandatory parkour check. Let's get this over with.
Parkour
You're
check,
late.
huh?
You know the deal. You can do the 1-block jump for the raw chicken, or you can attempt the 1-block vertical jump for the beef.
Here in Parkour Civilization, no one chooses to jump for the beef. It's better to be safe and do the 1-block jump for the chicken rather than risk your entire life for just half a hunger bar more.
Tomorrow, you better not be late, or you'll be doing
This how you live,
2-block
Jasper?
jumps as punishment.
Yes, sir.
I
Sorry,
feel
I won't be
crap.
late next time.
This is how I
Down
feel
here,
in fucking
us parkour
college.
noobs only get fed once a day. One piece of raw chicken is just enough to get you to the next day. But that's the life of Parkour Civilization. If you want to survive, you have to parkour.
Hey, you know what would make your life better in this scenario? Pause.
Top layer.
Pause.
You know what would make your life in this scenario better? Buying my fidget toy right now, coming to Amazon in a couple, in like 3 days. You can get a full white version right here. It's pretty good. Check it out. Won't regret it. Alright, let's get back to the video.
Where all the parkour pros live. Except most parkour pros are born on the
W
top
promo,
layer.
no?
If you're a parkour noob, there's only one way up. And that is through the Temple of Parkour. The Temple of Parkour is the only structure in the world that combines the bottom layer to the top layer. To make it up, you have to do an impossibly
not like
hard
SAO?
parkour course that
It's like
no
a symbolism
parkour
for
noob
climbing
has
the
ever
corporate ladder.
completed. And that's assuming
guess so.
you even get the chance to complete the course.
Invisible
The
wall.
inside of the temple is protected by a barrier, and the only way
Is
a
this a
parkour
playable
noob
map?
gets past the barrier is
Or
if
is this
they
just a
earn
bullshit
ticket.
video?
I've never even tried
probably,
getting a ticket
yeah.
before, but if I'm gonna rank up to a parkour pro one day, I'm gonna
someone's
have to.
probably
In my
recreated
neighborhood,
it
pretty much
online.
everyone has
Someone's probably
fallen into the
recreated
void and died, except for the guy who lives right next to me. He's been my neighbor for 5 years.
Oh, he's gonna die.
Oh, why did he try going for the beef? Well, I guess I have to change my statement. I now live in this neighborhood alone. In Parkour Civilization, only parkour pros are allowed to break or place
Only the pros.
Parkour noobs
Oh,
are
shit.
strictly
Look at the
prohibited.
moon,
And
look at the moon.
unfortunately,
Can you
I
not just
found that
sprint
out
over
the
this
hard
with, like,
way.
good
A while
speed or
ago,
something?
I was
He has
searching
no
around
sprint,
and I
look at his
somehow
hunger.
stumbled upon an oak log. No one has seen an oak log in years since trees don't exist.
How
in
much
Parkour
have you
Civilization.
practiced
So I had to
slowness
try to take it.
parkour?
Stop right now.
Open this
Oh
red
no,
cord.
I'm done for.
You really thought you could break that without me noticing? What, were you gonna try to cheat parkour?
No, sir, I didn't
But
try to
I failed
cheat. I
2
just
walk
thought it
jumps
would be
all the
super
time.
rare and I wanted to collect it.
Stop talking. Give me 2 jumps now.
2 jumps in
jumps?
a row? Okay.
Is that the
sorry,
same
sir,
voice
I'll do it
actor
right
but
now.
him
You know what?
deepened?
You seem a little too happy about 2. Let's make it 3.
Okay, I'll
He
do
probably has a
3.
friend.
You know what? Now let's make it 4
No,
jumps
yeah,
in a
like-
row.
Check the
4 in a
description.
row?
Many
Come
voice
on.
actors.
In Parkour
Okay, got it.
Civilization, it should be no surprise that all punishments were just
Slightly
more forms
adjusted.
of parkour. And that was the last time I ever tried breaking a block.
You're lucky
That's
you
the
got
last
a
time I
light
ever saw him
punishment.
dead.
Don't forget, you're at the bottom, so follow the rules.
It's safe to say that if you're at the bottom level of Parkour Civilization, it's not exactly the best. But not everything in Parkour Civilization is that bad. For example, I was able to use parkour to buy the biggest house in the neighborhood. In Parkour Civilization, literally everything is parkour, and that means
Where's the
parkour has
civilization?
replaced
It's just
money.
been him so far.
Choose which house you want to buy.
It's pretty nice. In Parkour Civilization, all
it's
you
like
have
the
to
end
do
of
to
the
buy anything
civilization,
is
you know, like
just
the
make
dying
more
off,
parkour
you know?
jumps. I'm not really sure why or
Huh?
how parkour works as a currency, but all I know is I basically bought a 2-story house for free. Somehow when I was buying my house, I convinced myself to go for the ladder jump to buy the bigger house. In Parkour Civilization, parkour jumps with trickier items like ladders are worth more. That's why this jump basically bought me a mansion.
No way. Thank you for buying the big house. Let me take you right to it. Just
The
follow
mic.
me.
Oh my
Let's
god.
go. This is awesome. I just bought my first house. All houses in Parkour Civilization are pre-built, and they
thought they
all have
faker.
one thing in common. It's a requirement that every single house has a parkour jump inside to get to your bed.
So this is all
a way
scripted,
to make
right?
sure everyone in Parkour
this is
Civilization
scripted
parkours
storytelling?
everywhere
Oh, he's
they
dead.
go,
He's
even
dead.
inside the house.
Yeah, I saw
So,
that.
this is the neighborhood you'll be living in. You're the only 2-story house here. So if you follow me,
2 stories.
I'll give you a house tour.
This is so sick.
You know,
That
we should
ladder
do
jump
something
literally
like
made me
this
the
as well.
richest one in the neighborhood.
But
As you can see,
with
you
less
have
bullshit.
a jump on the top floor and a jump on the bottom floor. Let me show you the upstairs, and then the house is all yours.
Like, you know, we had an
Alright,
idea to
I
do
mean,
like
everything
Top
looks
Gun
good.
shit,
I
right?
just have to do this
Yeah.
jump to
Like
my
something to
bed.
do with like
yeah, I think I got
Top Gun
everything
Maverick.
figured out.
Perfect. Last
I
thing,
think this
I
would-
just need to
it
check if
looks
your
something like
parkour
this.
jump is good.
How are you supposed to check if it's good?
Ah.
Wait, what the? Did this guy for real just jump off? I'm really confused.
The
Is he
real estate
alive?
agent's
Why did he
dead?
do that?
All right, just wanted to confirm
Alright, he's
that your
gone.
house is ready to move in.
Ah,
The
new guy.
did in fact die, so everything should be good.
That guy
Huh?
seriously died?
Yeah, don't worry about
They
it.
just
It's a part of the
replaced him?
job. Enjoy your house.
It's part
How
of the
is that a
job.
part of the job? What? No one
What
really
the hell?
remembers how parkour civilization
Couldn't do his
started.
job
Most
properly.
of the parkour noobs down here at least think that the parkour
Brother, I'm
pros
gonna
were the ones who
wake up,
started
roll
it.
out of bed,
But
and
the
die.
truth is, I think I was the one who started it. For some reason, I
Huh?
can't remember the best, but I'm pretty sure this is how the story went.
More.
Yo, see what? Yo. Hello? Bro, you think I could get a diamond real quick? I was mining for like 3 hours and I only found 2 diamonds. I just want to make a diamond pickaxe.
Sorry. Don't have any to spare.
Bro, come on,
Wearing
don't be
full
like
diamond?
that. You were literally just holding one. Dude, just give me
That's how
one
you
and I'll
feel,
pay you
huh,
back
talking to
later. I
me.
just need a pickaxe.
Can I get some money in
hold on one
Skyblock,
second.
please?
If you want a diamond, you gotta give me something. All right, watch out. Back up for 1 second. Look, if you can
Oh,
make this
no, it's the
4-block
beginning.
jump, I'll pay you 1 diamond.
Make this
Holy.
4-block jump. Wait, why?
Jasper,
why are
if
you
you
gonna
can get
pay me to
me
do parkour?
750
What do you even gain
pelts,
from
I will
this?
give you.
I got
I don't
you
know.
those.
I've just never
Nice.
seen anyone do it before. I'd pay to see it done.
Okay, I'll take the offer.
4 blocks,
Oh, this is
bro. I
so
can
annoying.
do- I
Alright,
can
just
do
give me
that,
a
don't
second.
worry.
I know it's possible. I've done it
That
before.
4-block?
I
thought it was
told you,
5-block.
bro. It's not possible.
Just
4 blocks
stop
possible,
talking and
yeah,
watch.
4
I'm
blocks
gonna
possible,
do it
yeah.
in like 30 seconds.
block
And
is
there we
possible,
go.
guys.
Finally. Look, I
That is
told you it was
infinite 'cause
possible.
momentum
No
is
way.
infinitely
That was
stacked.
actually incredible. All right, well,
Oh
I
my
got my
God.
money's worth.
Let's go. I got paid for parkour.
If you want, I can keep
Holy.
making more parkour for you to do, and I'll pay you for it.
Hey,
Are
can
you
you pay me
kidding?
for parkour?
Dude, totally. All right. I'll
This
be
is
back
how
here
I treat
tomorrow,
people
guess.
in my
And
Autocraft
this is
server, bro.
basically how parkour and Kalani started.
Yo,
The next
build me-
day I showed
build
up
some
to
real-
Siwat's house, he offered
I'll
me
give you
way
some
more
Autocraft
diamonds
stuff.
this time, and he constructed an entire parkour course outside of his house to do.
So
But
how'd
little
the
did we
world
know that
disappear?
this parkour course would completely change the way that the world works.
Got
Soon
it.
after this event, the
Lore,
parkour
lore, Lord Master
civilization
99.
began. Now that I think about
Jesus
it, there's
Christ.
kind of an unexplainable gap between those events and now, but oh well.
Oh
Parkour
well.
check time. You got 30 seconds.
Ex
Another
Machina
beautiful
time.
morning, and I have to parkour for some more raw chicken that will make me starve even more. All right, I'm here.
1
Yeah,
block for
rich
raw
stay
chicken,
rich.
1 block vertical for beef. What are you choosing today?
I'd go for the
Considering
beef,
my
bro.
neighbor just died for going for the beef, I'm just
Think
gonna go
about
with the
this.
chicken again.
Keep in mind, there's a
With
ticket
slowness.
event today. It's going to be about 200 blocks west.
This was huge news. If
A
there
ticket?
actually was a ticket event today, I would need to go for the beef.
what is a
ticket
ticket
events are
event?
usually
Oh,
far away, and
go
I would
up?
starve by the time I got there if I chose the chicken. But luckily, I got the beef.
No way. You made that jump? You might become a parkour
Baker.
pro one day.
Wait,
Whoa.
you really think I could rank up to be a parkour pro?
Not a
Nah.
chance. You're a parkour noob. You guys never
They're gonna
rank
keep
up.
slapping that button,
Important to know
right?
that parkour pros have
That
really
stupid
big
sound
egos,
effect.
and they like to put down the
Divine
parkour
boom?
noobs.
Yeah,
This was
divine
an
boom.
important day. This was only
Yeah,
the
I think
second
we had that
time
too. I
I've
think we
jumped
had
for
that
Jasper,
the
don't
beef,
do it to
and
me.
now
No,
I
please.
have a chance to earn a ticket. The
Jasper's
ticket
gonna start
events are
spamming
so
it.
risky because they're located so far away. If I wasn't paying attention, I could miss just one of these 1-block jumps, and my entire chances of becoming a parkour pro would be over. But luckily, I made it to the ticket event. When I got here, there were only 3 parkour noobs in line to do the parkour course. Most noobs don't even show up for the courses anymore because if you miss one jump, you end up like
Oh,
this
he's
guy.
dead.
And that's the price you pay if you want
Wait,
a
pause,
ticket
pause,
to be a
pause.
parkour.
Hey.
Hey, you're gonna make this jump.
Hey,
Oh
hey.
shit, he didn't make the jump. Hey, he's gonna jump out.
This is my mom. She
Wait,
dead.
wait, no, I have you muted. Wait, do it again, I have you muted. Fuck.
Why do you have
Ah!
I can't hear it. So I've been pressing this the whole time. You can hear it.
No, I couldn't. Fuck.
Oh my god.
This is what happened. 2, 1, boom.
Pro. I watched as the second.
Oh,
noob fell to the
Jasper-
void. Hey, man,
Jasper's
do you
gonna
think you
click
could
it
go
randomly.
already?
I don't know, man.
No,
I'm
no,
kind
no,
of
no.
nervous I'm gonna fall.
No, you got this,
No,
bro.
you don't need to be nervous. I'm sure you're
Oh.
fine. Oh.
Ah.
Okay. Never mind then. Before going for it, I wanted to study the
Now,
parkour
randomly
course.
through the
You
video,
see,
Jasper
every
will
week
probably
the ticket
kill,
challenge
press some
changes,
random,
and it's completely
random sound
random.
effects
And
for
this
audience
week's
retention.
course
Oh,
was
there's
extremely
one.
difficult. There was a 2-block
Whatever.
jump to get to the ticket,
That
and
piece
if
of
you
kelp.
get it, a 2-block jump to get out of it. Here's the thing
You could've
about
used a name
parkour
tag or something to
civilization.
use kelp.
Parkour can be used for anything, and that includes bribing parkour pros.
Bribing?
Check this out. If I do a parkour jump with the 360, will you replace one of the 2-block jumps with a 1-block jump?
You want to do a 1-block jump with a 360? Fine. There's no way you're gonna make it, but
It's
I'll
like
accept.
Naruto.
Let's
on
go.
his
The
Rasengan,
Parkour Pro
right?
accepted by bribe. And now I have another problem.
What?
I have to do a 360? Have I even
I
done
feel like
this
this is
before?
becoming a
Whatever. I'm
gimmick,
just gonna
you
go
know?
for it. Please make it.
Oh my
No way.
God.
I actually did it. All right. Deal's a deal, right?
I'm not gonna lie. That was the coolest thing I've seen a parkour noob do. Well, a deal's a deal. Here you go.
Let's go. Now there was only one 2-block jump in the course.
Still gotta make the first 2-block jump, noob.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah,
get
whatever.
over
Just
there.
let me do the course, bro. This was my best chance to finally earn a ticket.
Boom.
If I actually get this ticket, I could access the parkour temple and make my way up into a better life as a parkour pro. There was no turning back now. I had to start the course. Most parkour noobs aren't experienced with diagonal jumps, but somehow I got past it.
How
And
is
now
he-
was the 2-block jump.
This has to
was
be a
life or
meme.
death. I closed my
No,
eyes
no,
and
no,
I
no.
went for it. I expected to be
Boom.
falling thousands of feet per second into the void, but to my surprise,
Man's
I was
making the
standing
tiniest
on the
parkour
platform with
course.
the ticket.
Uh-huh.
And thanks to the
And
deal I made,
explaining it
Yes,
I
yes.
only had a
Over
1-block
5
jump to get
minutes.
out
The
of the
hand
course.
holding is
This
the
was
the
life-changing.
exposition
This
is
was
crazy.
the first
The
time
exposition
I
is
ever
crazy,
received
bro.
a ticket to
The
access
hand
the
holding is
parkour
crazy. The
temple,
narration
and I
is crazy,
promised
bro.
myself that I
It's like I'm
wasn't
still
gonna
watching
waste
the
it.
cre-
I
the
made my
opening
way over
credits
to the
of a
parkour
movie.
temple.
That's
I was in a
crazy.
good
We haven't
spot.
gone
I
to
had
the
3 full
opening
hunger
scene yet.
bars, which is the most hunger a parkour noob can have. This was it. There was no better time,
getting fed
no
more now?
perfect time to try making the parkour course to rank up to a parkour pro. I walked up
Okay,
to the
wait, the
hoppers
parkour
in the
in the
ground,
background
and I
actually
threw
kinda
in
looked
Why is
my
he
ticket.
explaining how
After
to
a
throw
few
a thing into
seconds,
the
the
hopper?
invisible barrier that guards the parkour temple was down. And now, of course, I had to make sure I didn't fail the 1-block jump to actually get inside the temple.
Wow.
I made the 1-block jump successfully, and now I was officially inside the
think this
temple.
is?
This
You
was
know what I
it.
think this
This
is?
was the moment I've been
It's like
waiting
the
for my
closed
entire
captioning for
life.
those
This
who
was
are,
the
like,
parkour course
visually
that
impaired.
no parkour
Yeah,
noob
you're
has
right.
ever beaten. If you miss any of these jumps, you'll either die from fall damage or fall directly into the void. But I've come too far and I've practiced too much to have that happen. I wasn't just going to be another parkour noob that fails this course. I was going to be the first one to rank up to become a parkour pro. My journey
Tower
to
of-
becoming
Tower
a
of
parkour
God?
pro
What is this?
starts now.
Hey,
Huh?
wake up. You want a chance
What
to
the
eat
hell
today or
happened?
what?
All right,
Wait, what
let's
happened?
get this over with.
Let's go. Hurry up and do the
What the
parkour,
hell is
noob.
this?
Down here in parkour prison, even
Huh?
the cells have 1-block jumps.
I thought he died.
If you miss a
What
single
happened?
jump, or
I don't
if
know.
a parkour pro catches you not jumping for 30 seconds, you'll be thrown into the lava.
All right, I gotta ask. Do you want to do a diagonal jump to reduce your prison sentence time?
Most parkour noobs would never take this deal. Diagonal jumps are just
What does
not
that
worth the
mean?
Why
risk.
is he in
But I
prison?
wasn't
What did he
just gonna
do?
sit in
I don't know
parkour
what's
prison my
happening.
entire life.
It
If
just
there
cuts
was
it
any
black.
chance I could get out sooner, I was gonna take it.
That was unexpected. Congrats.
Oh,
You've earned
I
one
think
day
Parkour
off your
Civilization,
prison
it came in
time. That
clips,
means
right?
You go from 49 years.
Or like
Yeah.
multiple videos. So I
320
think
days,
maybe there's no
49
like
years and 319
there's no
days
chronological
left.
timeline.
This is how my life is gonna be for the next 49 years
49
in parkour
years?
prison. That is, unless I find a way to get to that
Oh,
portal and
prison
make
break,
my way
prison
back
break,
to
prison break, parkour prison break.
civilization. Parkour prison is located
Parkour
directly
prison.
under the bottom layer of parkour civilization. If a parkour noob
Oh.
misses any jump,
Oh, so
they
you
fall
don't
into
die.
the void and end up here.
Chill.
And the only
Then
way
why'd
back
they say
to
you did?
civilization is to spend 50 years here without failing a jump. Before I was sent here, I
They
never
retconned
knew
it.
this place existed,
They
and I
retconned,
was so
okay.
close to
Or
becoming a
is,
parkour
new-
pro. My entire
new
life,
info, new
I've
info.
been training for
You don't
one
actually
goal,
die.
and that's to go to the Temple of Parkour
Brother,
and
you're at the
complete
Temple
the
of Parkour
impossible
already,
course to
please.
rank up to become a parkour pro. I had everything. I earned the ticket to get
It's
inside
like
the
watching a
temple,
TV
and I
show,
had enough food to make the
and,
journey.
like, the
But
first
when the
half of
time
it
came,
of the
I
episode
failed the
is
first
just, like,
jump.
reviewing the
And
past
now I'm
episode.
dead. What?
Oh yeah,
the-
like anime
where
recap, anime
am
recap
I?
again,
Yeah,
anime
it's
recap
like
again.
recap.
Or as
One Piece
most
recap.
folks call
And then a
it, their
filler
worst
episode.
nightmare.
Filler episode.
You'll just follow
And then a
me, I'll
recap.
take you right to your cell.
Parkour
What the
prison?
hell is that voice?
What is this place?
Why are they
I don't
always
get
wearing
it. How
shoes?
am I still alive?
Or they're wearing like
And
boots,
just
and
make
that's
sure
it.
you don't miss
It's
any
like
of these
to
1-block
represent
jumps,
their,
because if you
rank in
fall in the
society.
lava, you
Rank
will
in
die
society?
for real
Okay.
this time.
Yeah, you got
Oh,
leather.
yeah, not a problem. I've
iron.
never missed a 1-block jump in my life.
Hear that,
What I
right,
didn't
scum?
get
What
is
dictates
why
your success in
parkour
life is your
prison
shoes.
existed. Instead of letting the parkour noobs just fall into the void, somehow this massive structure was made under the void to catch us. But why?
Alright, noob, this is your cell. Go on in.
All of the cells in parkour prison were separated
that in the
by a
background?
3-block gap, meaning once
Hey,
I went
prison mate.
inside
Who's the prison mate
cell,
in the background?
I would never be able
Who?
to escape. But that
prison
wasn't going to
mate?
stop me from trying.
Make sure you're doing at least one jump in your cell every 30
What? This
seconds.
guy needs,
If one
like,
of us catches
some
you
cough
not
medicine
jumping,
or, like,
you're
a
not
nasal
making it
clearing
out
shit.
of here.
He needs
Just
puberty.
minutes
That's what he
before
needs.
this, I was about to
God.
rank up to be a parkour pro.
Actually,
and
you
now
gotta take
I'm
a
in
jump
the
every
most
30
dangerous
seconds.
place in
Actually.
parkour civilization. prison. As far as I'm concerned, I'm the only noob right now in Parkour prison. My
What?
guess is
There's someone
most
to
of
the
them
left.
by now fell in the lava.
No!
There's actually someone
You
here.
about die, you about
Let's go.
die.
I'm not alone down here. Wait, Why does this guy look familiar? He's been my neighbor for 5 years.
No!
No,
You
the
tried
first
going for
guy.
beef. No way. It
Oh
is
my God,
neighbor.
Lord.
Wow, I'm so glad I'm not alone down here. No!
No.
Dude, what is wrong with this guy?
Okay, now he's
All
actually
right,
dead.
He has to be doing it on purpose at this point.
That guy's
The only
ass.
thing that's better about parkour prison
Or is there
that
another
he does
person under
fish
it?
instead of raw chicken.
Hey, noob, let's go. You've been selected for
Huh?
parkour testing. Be down there in
Huh?
30 seconds.
And this is one of the not so good parts about
this what they do in
the
prison?
random parkour testing.
Yeah.
Oh, wait,
They,
you
they,
didn't
they
even
test
tell me
what
they
we
test
do.
your fitness every
Man,
once
you
in a
gotta
while.
do another
Yeah.
one-block jump. If
And
you're
you
a
can always
prisoner
die
here,
in
the
prison.
only thing you hope for is that
Very
you don't
accurate.
get selected
Hey,
for
listen, I get
random
free rent here.
parkour testing. Every few days, the pros will pick a noob at random to test
You're
out
the
a
only
new course
person
they've built.
here.
This time, the
What do you
course
mean
I was
noob?
selected for had fence
You're the only
parkour.
one
If
here.
I failed to make this one-block fence jump, I wouldn't be coming back.
Let's go.
Boom.
We don't have all
I'm
day.
not
Get on
coming
the
back.
course.
Yes, sir. I'm going right now. The worst part about these random courses is that they intentionally use harder blocks for the jumps.
Oh my God,
The
they're
pros
so
know
hard.
that the noobs have almost no experience with fence jumps, but they build them anyways.
All right, testing complete. Back
Testing
to your cell in
complete.
30 seconds.
By some miracle, I was able to
Wait,
get past this week's random
if you
testing course.
reframe it
But
in a
what about
way
the next week or the week
that
after
Parkour
that? There's gonna be
Civilization
some day when they build
is
a
the
jump that
only
I
version
can't
of
do, and I
Minecraft,
need to get
or
out
the
of here
only
before that
parkour
happens.
practice,
Luckily,
you
I've
will
been thinking
like
of
every
a
time you
plan
load
to
it
make my
to the
escape.
game.
Back in Parkour
you're sent here.
Civilization, I used
There's
parkour
no
to
such thing
bribe
as
one of the
parkour
pros,
practice,
and now
no such
I
thing
was
as
gonna do
prior
it again.
knowledge.
Hey, guard.
What do
Then
you
this
want,
then
noob?
this
I got
civilization
something to
is
show you.
actually
Can you
kind of
come
like
over here?
This better be worth
hard
my
and
time,
actually
or
kind
I'm
of
not feeding you tomorrow.
a little
Okay?
bit more
What?
realistic.
Oh, nothing really. I just wanted to ask you if I could pay you in 3 diagonal jumps in a row for 5 minutes of free time?
3 in a row?
Yep, 3 in a row. What do you think?
You're definitely not making that. But it's not like I care anyways. Sure.
Like always, parkour can be used to get out of any situation. But now I had one chance to make 3 diagonal jumps in a row, or
Oh
else
my
I was
God.
dead. Come on.
1.5 block.
1, 2, 3.
Whoa!
Hey, I actually did it.
Okay,
Yeah,
5 minutes
360.
of free time, but you better be back in your cell by the time I get back.
The bribe worked.
Now
Now
break
I
away,
had
break
5
away, run
minutes
away.
to roam around parkour prison to see if I could find a way to escape. I had no clue what was going to happen to me after
Jasper,
I escaped, but I didn't have time to think
if
about
you
that
never
right
had
now.
any
When I
type
jumped
of
around the
parkour
prison,
practice,
I noticed someone doing the
what
random testing
civilization
course.
level
Wait,
would you get
is
to?
that who I think it is? No, you don't need to
Brother,
be
I
nervous.
was
I'm sure you're
spawned
fine.
in,
Oh,
and I would die.
Oh, wait, is the guy who failed
I
the
would
ticketed event in
survive.
front of me. That guy was nice. I hope he clutches up these glass jumps and makes it
Yeah,
back to
glass
civilization.
jumps?
Oh,
No,
something was
bear.
strange about this testing
No,
course.
no,
Why
no,
were they
no,
using
no.
glass for parkour? Glass
they're getting
jumps
harder, they're
aren't
getting
even
harder.
a thing at the parkour noob level. If noobs have never done glass
Ah,
jumps,
wait till
why
you
would
see the
they use them
Neos,
to
bro.
test the jumps? I just gotta get out of
I bet you're trying to think of a plan to escape, right?
What? Escape? What are you talking about? I would never try to escape.
You're not? I was gonna take you to the portal, but if
Huh?
you don't want to,
This obviously seems like you're trying to set me up.
What?
it's not a setup. No one says you have to stay here. You can leave
Huh?
at any time. Just follow me and I'll take you there.
I'm 99% sure I'm being led
Huh?
into a trap,
I'm
but it doesn't
confused.
matter. If he gets me close to the
I'm
portal, I'll
confused
try
now.
to improvise. If this guard was leading me into a trap,
You just
I couldn't
leave
see what it
anytime?
was. He was already getting me so close to the portal. At this point, I was just gonna have to take a chance and hope that he was telling me the truth. I was now 5 blocks away from going back to Parkour Civilization.
You can leave now if you accept the terms that you can never earn a ticket to rank up to become a parkour pro for the rest of your
Oh
life.
no.
Wait, you're saying if I go back to Parkour Civilization,
must be a
now,
slave for
I
the
can
rest of your
never
life.
be a parkour pro?
That's correct. Or you can wait out the remainder of your 49 years here in prison.
So this was
No.
the catch. I could leave parkour prison right now, but in return, I could never become a parkour pro. Or I could try to survive here for another 49 years. It wasn't worth it to stay. I needed to get out of here. Okay, I've made my decision.
do
I'm
it.
gonna go back.
So you accept. Good luck.
This was it. The work was done. I escaped parkour prison. But at what cost? Leaving now meant that I would be a noob for the rest
You
of my
left
life.
parkour
When I
prison
went through the
to only
portal, I was
realize
brought
this
back
is the
into
real
Parkour
prison.
Civilization. The portal spawned me at the entrance of the Temple of Parkour.
From a cell to a
This was
bigger cell.
probably the last time I would ever step foot in this temple. I had my chance to rank up to become a pro, and I failed. Now I can never earn a ticket ever again. You know, it's not the worst thing in the world. Now I can just go back to my ordinary life in Parkour Civilization.
Here it
You
is.
know, now that I think about it, it's not the worst situation
Back
in the
to
world.
home.
I mean, at least I still have my mansion. Wait, who
Hey,
is this?
pink underwear
I still
guy.
own this house, right?
No, you don't. This house no longer belongs to you.
Ah, shit,
This
evicted.
parkour noob just purchased this new mansion, so you'll have to leave now.
Wait. This guy just bought my house? How can he do that?
Well, you fell and went to parkour prison, so you lost the house. When you were down there, this parkour noob bought it.
Bro, really? Wow, so I really don't own this house anymore. Well, this guy can enjoy...
It's mine back.
Okay, it's for
Mine
sale now.
Let's go.
It's
so
for
I can
sale
move
now.
back into my house?
After you buy it again, sure.
Wait, really? Are you serious? I have to buy it again? I went back to the shop to go buy my mansion again, but while I was at Parkour Prison, something bad happened. The prices for houses in my neighborhood went way up.
Oh,
Now,
no.
if I wanted to
Real
buy my
estate
mansion,
inflation.
I would have had to pay for it with a 2-block jump. It was too risky. I was gonna have to find somewhere else to live. Fortunately, I found another shop that was selling wood houses. A bit of a downgrade from the stone house, but it was all I could afford. I could either do a 1-block fence jump for a small house or a 1.5-block stair jump for a large house. I figured if I'm gonna be living on the noob level for my entire life, I might as well buy the big house. Luckily, escaping Parkour Prison gave me the confidence to make the jump easily.
He
now,
said the
I got a
word
mansion
jump
in
too
a
many
new
times.
neighborhood where, not to my surprise, everyone fell into the void, so it's just me living here. The house is definitely a bit of a downgrade from my previous mansion, but it's still a 2-story house and it has a painting, which is something you don't really see that often in Parkour Civilization. I just keep wondering what my life would have been like.
Why does
if
he keep
I
jumping over
actually
the
made it
sensor?
to
There's
the
blocks
pro
on the sides.
civilization. Now, I don't think I'll ever figure out what it looks like up there. I just wish that. Whoa! What was that? When I went to sit in my chair, I backed up against the wall and there was nothing behind me. This painting was covering something. I walked through the painting and it revealed a secret door. For some reason, this house I bought had a hidden passage. Whoever made this was obviously trying to hide something.
Diddy dungeon?
But what was it? There was a ladder that led to the bottom floor, and when I got down there,
there's a guy!
I found a man. Somehow there was already someone living here. By their leather boots, I could tell it was a parkour noob. This was obviously some mistake. I went to go leave.
Please, I'm living here.
Wait, don't leave.
The man spoke to me. He said he's been watching me.
I watched you enter the Temple of Parkour. I think you have what it takes to rank up.
You
I'm
as
sorry,
a man
I think
watching
you're
another
confused.
man.
I can never earn a ticket anymore. I'm gonna be a parkour noob forever.
You watch him follow
There
one
is
block jump.
still a way I can get you
Why
a
are you as a
ticket.
man
Wait,
watching
wait.
this man?
What are you talking about?
When I was younger, I earned myself a ticket, but I never used it. Instead, I hid it far, far away.
The old man said
Ah,
it
plot
wasn't his
armor.
destiny to rank up to be a pro, but it was mine. He brought out a compass and
I
he threw
entrust
it to
my
me.
dream
He
to
told me
you.
that if I followed this compass, I'll find the hidden ticket. This was the second
Oh my god,
chance I was
quest.
looking for. I had no way of knowing whether the old man
Is that
was
the,
telling the truth or
soul
not, but at
compass
this
from
point,
that-
I had nothing to lose.
from
Maybe
the
this
one,
works, maybe it
boss-
doesn't. All I know is that I wasn't done
mod?
with
I'm
Parkour
pretty sure I know that
Civilization
one.
just yet.
It's
Come
a
on, just
moonstone
one jump
compass,
at a
right?
time,
Yeah.
and I should be there soon.
Where do you think you're going?
Oh, this can't be good.
This is a parkour checkpoint. Why do you want to leave Parkour Civilization?
If the pro found out why I was really out here, I might go back to Parkour Prison. I was gonna need an excuse.
Parkour guards.
I just wanted to practice my 2-block jumps.
Listen, noob. Out there, you'd never survive.
You'd never
Besides,
survive.
What do you need to practice for? You can never rank up, buddy.
Despite my convincing story, it didn't work. I was in big
shit.
trouble now. Following this compass is the only possible way I can make it up to the Parkour Pro Civilization. I was
Are you
gonna
willing
have
to
try
die for your
something else.
dreams, or
I told you to go home.
What if I paid you with a backwards jump?
A backwards
a
jump?
backwards jump?
At least he's
No.
listening, and now I get one chance at this. Oh my god, I actually made it. That was crazy.
Wait. No, that was crazy. Move aside and let me try this.
You got it. Just make sure you jump far enough.
Oh.
That was not my plan. I thought he was just gonna let me
And now the
pass.
guard's dead.
All right. Well, I guess that works.
Or
now
in
that I
prison
made
now.
it past the parkour checkpoint, it was time to go searching for the hidden ticket. That's assuming that the ticket I'm looking for is even
The
real.
series is so
After the
silly.
mysterious old man
Fucking
gave
hell.
me this compass and told me that it would lead to a ticket to rank
my
up
God,
to
we're
Parkour
getting
Pro
plot-
Civilization. I immediately started
development.
preparing for the journey because this time I wasn't gonna fail. The biggest problem I had to solve was my food
right,
supply.
right.
Parkour noobs only get fed once a day, and if this compass was taking me far away, there was no way I would survive on the
food.
raw chicken. So for the past week, I've been doing the beef jump every single morning, and for the rest of the day, I tried not to parkour at all so I could save the food.
Oh,
but that's
save up
when
the food.
I almost got caught.
Hold up, what was that sound?
Oh no, I'm starving. This isn't good.
Why are you taking damage? Are you starving?
Yes.
Starving?
Yes, I'm starving.
No, I'm just in pain because I love parkour so much and I wish I could do it all the time.
Oh man, sorry to hear that. Yeah, love her.
Anyway, see ya.
Well, I hope you feel better.
By some miracle, the parkour
Well.
pro bought my excuse. If the pro stayed around for any longer, I might have starved to death. I had to eat the piece of beef that I just jumped for, but it didn't matter. I had already prepared enough. By rationing my food, I was
Compounding
able to
food,
save
compounding
up
food.
4 pieces
Solid
of beef for the
4,
journey.
let's go!
I had no clue
Oh,
whether this
man.
would be enough food to survive the trip, but But the old man said I had everything I needed, so I guess I was just gonna have to trust him
Shit,
again.
ceiling.
Now
It's
it
got
was
saturation.
time to go searching for the ticket. Crossing this line of stone means I'm heading into the parkour outskirts. No noob, including myself, has ever been out here, and probably for a good reason. All I know is that the further away you get from parkour civilization, the more dangerous the jumps become. Already,
my
I was
God.
starting to see huge chunks of parkour
Oh my
missing. No
God.
one knows how the outskirts came to be like
The
this,
far
or
lands.
at least no one down here knows. Unfortunately, the compass kept taking me further and further away from parkour
gotta get that ticket.
civilization.
Gotta
the
get that
old
ticket
man
from the
must
old man.
have hid the ticket out here, knowing that no parkour pro would ever go this deep to retrieve
then
it.
how'd the
I was
old
running
man
out of
get
time.
back?
I had already been jumping for
How'd the
hours,
old
and
man
now
get there?
I'm down to
You know,
one piece of
he's
raw beef
gone,
left.
you know?
And still,
He's,
I found nothing. That was
dad
until I
lore, bro.
saw something in
Yeah.
the distance. I
Oh,
had
shit.
no
Don't worry
way
about
of
it. Don't
knowing,
worry
but
about
I
it.
had a
What's that?
feeling that this was what I was
Giza?
looking for.
Pyramid
In
of
all
Giza?
my time here in parkour civilization, I have never seen anything like this.
Or is that
This
like a
couldn't be
leftover hill?
coincidence, which means I was gonna have to go parkour to the top. I haven't really prepared for anything
my God.
like this. Vertical jumps don't exist.
Vertical
naturally
jumps
down
never
here. The only
exist.
place I've seen vertical jumps is when I jump for food. Luckily, I made it to the top without falling into the void. I didn't see anything at first glance, but when I pulled out my compass, I was in the right place. I didn't get it.
Oh?
The compass was pointing me to the exact block
Oh.
I was standing on. The ticket
Let's
should
up
be
and down?
here,
Walk.
Up and
unless
down?
the old man hid the ticket
Oh,
out of
no.
sight. And
Oh
That's
my
illegal.
God.
underground.
That's illegal.
If I
Minecraft
broke this
breaking
grass
blocks?
block and a
Crazy.
parkour pro catches me, I would for sure be going back to prison for life this time. But if I'm gonna have any shot at making it up to the
Hey, you already
parkour
broke the
pro
rules.
civilization,
Crossed the line,
I'm gonna
bro.
take that chance. Well, here goes
Go, go,
nothing.
go.
I broke the block, and underground there was a chest.
Now he
I
has
couldn't
blocks
believe
now.
it. I had actually found the ticket. But when I opened the chest,
barrier
something
block.
was wrong. There was no ticket to be found, just a barrier. The old man lied to me. There was no ticket to get up to the pro civilization. Why would he send me all the way out here to get a
Or
barrier?
is it below
block?
that chest?
This didn't make
That was a
any
fake
sense.
chest.
The old man knew I would risk my
Calm
entire
down.
life for a ticket,
Calm
but
down,
he
little bro.
set me up. There had to be some explanation for this.
No,
Well,
don't
if
throw it
I'm
away.
lucky to survive
Throw
the
away
trip
the
back,
dirt.
I can ask him
Throw
why he
away
sent me
everything, what
all
the
the way
hell?
out here just to get a barrier block, which is also illegal to have. By some miracle, I made it back to the parkour checkpoint without falling.
Hey,
up, bro?
you. You were the last one to see the pro stationed here. What happened to him?
Oh, well, I showed him a backwards jump, and then he tried it for himself and then fell.
You? A backwards
You
jump?
a
Are you
backwards
serious?
jump? Are you serious?
Yeah?
Oh, I
Okay,
see it.
now I
man.
have
Oh,
to try.
no.
So you just go backwards?
Oh,
Ah.
and he's gone too.
Did
you-
Am I
Nobody
gonna be
does.
blamed for this? Fortunately, I made it back
Aren't
to
they
my
supposed to be
house, and no
parkour, like,
pro
experts?
has caught me with the barrier block.
Aren't they
Now
supposed
I'm
to be in a
afraid
higher
ask this
civilization?
Old man, why in the world he sent me out there to retrieve this? All right, bro, are you gonna explain to me why the what the? When I got down to the basement, the old man was nowhere to be found. All that was left was a hole in the ground.
And a
Did
ticket.
he jump into the void?
Was
on
it an
purpose?
encrypted message?
I don't understand what's going on. But that's when
He
I
had to
paid
kill
attention
himself?
to the item that was left on the ground. I knew what it was before I even picked it up. It was a ticket to rank up to become a parkour pro. The old man had it on him the entire time, but
Why'd he-
still
why'd
sent
he
me
make
to
him
retrieve the
get the
barrier
barrier?
block. The old man wanted
Oh
me
my
to
God,
find this
lore,
barrier
lore,
for a
lore,
reason.
lore.
And now this was the sign that I was ready to rank up to become a parkour pro.
got a
It was
barrier
time to
block now.
head to the parkour temple. I made my way back to the
Is this
place
not
that
main
I
character
never thought
energy?
I'd step foot in
I
again.
started from the
place
bottom.
where no
Some
parkour
secret
movie in
happened,
history
and now
has
I got
ever
some
made it out alive.
crazy,
I went ahead
some
and
crazy
ate my last piece of beef.
secret
Just like
ability
last time,
known
I
as
was
a barrier
in such
block.
a perfect spot. 3 full bars of hunger
3
is
full
exactly
bars,
what I
wow.
need to make it to the
Incredible.
top. The
Incredible.
barrier guarding the temple was up, so I threw in my ticket,
children
and
in
the
Africa are
entrance
jealous.
to the parkour temple was now open. All I had to do now was do something that I totally never do, and that's
Nice.
fail 1-block jumps. Okay, I made the first jump.
No
That's
failing
always
now.
a good sign. This time around was different. I wasn't gonna let the pressure get to me. I was gonna be the first noob to ever
Got
rank
it.
up to the
Got it.
pro civilization. Ah, no. Looking at this jump is giving me flashbacks. My journey to becoming a parkour pro.
Oh my God,
starts
anime
now.
flashback. I'm
No,
going up.
this time was different. I successfully
Oh.
made the first jump, and for the first time in my life, I was actually on the parkour course. Now, all I had to do was just take it one jump at a time. The first section was the stone blocks. So far, I've only encountered 1-block vertical jumps, but they were nothing I couldn't handle. Even though I had been on
Beef
the
jump,
course
beef
for a
jump,
good amount
beef
of
jump.
time, I was still
Call that the
ways
beef
away
jump.
from making it to the top. After I passed the stone block section, I
Oh
moved
my God,
on
slabs.
to the stone slab section. Slabs aren't too common in the noob level of parkour civilization, but luckily this section wasn't too hard. But it was the next section I
no.
was worried about, the stair jumps.
Stair
this
jump.
next jump I had to complete was by far the hardest jump I've ever seen. It
2
was a
block stair
2-block
jump to
but
the
I had to
diagonal
go
side.
up half a block.
Oh
but
my
I didn't
God.
come all this way to give up. I went for the jump, but I jumped too early.
No!
I thought this was
Oh!
I
Oh
fell
my
near, broke
God!
a block below me,
Oh
broke
my
my
God!
fall, and
The
I only took
protagonist was
2.5
saved!
hearts of damage, but that was too close to call. If I was even the
was
slightest
way too
bit off,
close.
I could
Oh
have
my
been
God.
all the way down there in the void. On my second time around, I made the jump.
he made
that
it.
stair
Let's
jump
go.
essentially marked the end of the stair section, and now I was on the stone walls. Walls were almost never seen at the noob level, but fortunately, I didn't see anything bigger than a 1-block jump for the rest of the way. All I had to do was sneak and stay on the course, and that's when I got to the point when the jump stopped. I was so high off the
No more
ground now,
jumps.
but I knew I was at the end. I climbed up the stairs until I was face to face
Oh,
with
no.
the entrance to the Parkour Pro civilization. This was
Oh,
it.
no.
I was about to be
That's
the
a
first
3-block
noob in
jump, sir.
history to rank up. But then
3-block
the
jump?
realization
You can't
hit
hit
me.
that.
The last jump
And it's
to
a
get
2x1
to the
and it's a
Parkour Pro
2x2.
civilization
It's a
was
2-block high
3-block
entrance.
jump. It was
Yeah.
impossible.
That's impossible,
This was
bro.
why no
Unless-
noob has ever
Wait,
ranked
the
up.
barrier.
Barrier
The
block!
course was
Oh
impossible
my
to
God!
begin with.
Why
But
couldn't you
then
just use
I
a piece of
remembered
dirt
the
he also
barrier.
picked up?
This is what the old man wanted me to use it for.
Why
I
did you
knew
use
the
the barrier
course
to
was
use the dirt?
impossible, and he
You
wanted
keep
to
the
give
dirt,
me
bro.
a chance to rank up.
Yeah,
I
you
placed
placed
down
dirt
the
there as
barrier
well,
block,
and then you
and I
break it
made the
afterwards. No
2-block
evidence.
jump. I did it. I actually
Why
did
do you
it.
need
I
a
was the
barrier?
first noob
Or
in
no,
history
this
to
is the
ever
start of a
complete this course. No one
revolution.
at the bottom
Brother,
level
he's the
knows
only
what
one down.
society
What
is like up
revolution?
here, and
That's
I was
true.
gonna be the
Oh,
first
everyone
one to
else is
figure it
dead.
out. What
Oh my
was it gonna
God.
be like?
Everyone else
Was
is
I
in prison.
actually gonna be able to see
All
the sky?
prisoners, we
Well, I
slave
guess we'll find
labor.
out. I walked up to the stone walls, and the
Oh.
doors opened, revealing a room I've
Copper.
never seen anything like before. I turned the corner, and I saw a parkour pro just standing
Welcome.
there.
Ramses.
Hi.
What the? Who are you?
I'm the
Where
new
did
guy.
You come from? I'm the only one working here.
I came from the noob level. I just beat the course and ranked up.
Wow. I was not expecting this. I'm not sure what to do here. Just go over there and throw your leather boots in the lava.
All right, time to
He
get my
wasn't
iron
expecting
boots.
it.
Yes, sir.
Because it
One
wasn't
ranked
supposed to be
up.
possible.
A noob by the name of Evbo.
Oh no.
Yes, sir. I'll keep an eye on him.
And that was it. That
Oh,
was the last time I
lore.
would ever wear leather boots again for the rest of my life. From the looks of it, I only had one more lava jump to go. But this time, there were dispensers. I backed up and jumped over the lava, and I was
Oh.
equipped with iron boots. I was officially a parkour pro. After I went through, I saw one more
There's some
jump that
lore
led to
happening.
some barrels. What is this
Lore.
for?
It's for food. You only have to pay 1 jump for 2 steak here.
Only a 1-block jump for food? That's amazing. I opened the barrel.
Oh
to
my
see something
God!
that I've never
We're
seen.
eating good
Cooked
today!
meat in all of these. In my entire life living on the noob level, I've never seen a piece of cooked beef.
Oh,
And
we're
now,
rich
as a
now.
parkour pro, I could fully replenish my hunger bar. And
Sprint
that meant
jumps!
I could
Let's
sprint
go!
now. Oh man, this is crazy.
This is
Congratulations on
crazy.
becoming a parkour pro. You can now head up those steps and begin your life in parkour pro civilization.
Parkour
Those
Pro
were the
Civilization.
exact words I wanted to hear. This is it. When I
But there
walk
seems
up
to
these
be a
steps,
system
I will be at the
that's
top
watching him.
level of parkour civilization. When I walked into the temple,
Oh
I immediately
my
saw
lord.
massive statues. These statues looked like they were showing the parkour noobs and the parkour pros. They even had their boots on. This place is insane. I've never seen anything like
Look
this.
at the
I mean,
monuments.
look at these statues.
Gold.
What the? Gold boots? Who wears gold boots? This doesn't make any sense.
There's another level.
What is this?
Diamond!
Am I not at the top of parkour civilization?
Hey, parkour delivery.
Let's go. My parkour delivery is here. Now that I'm a parkour pro, I can get parkour delivered to my house.
Hey, did you order parkour construction to this house?
Yes, sir,
Parkour
that's me.
construction?
I ordered the 6-block tall slime jump to my bedroom.
Sounds good.
What?
Where do you want it built?
Let's see. I think this would be a good place for it. You think you can
The
build it right there?
6-block jump
Oh, sure.
slime
I can
room
make
jump?
that happen.
To think just a few days ago I was a parkour
He got a
noob, and
parkour
now I'm
livery,
getting
bro.
Custom parkour jumps installed in my house is crazy.
This look good?
Yep.
This look good?
It's perfect. Hey, thanks, man, for parkouring all the way out here.
Sure. You got my payment?
This has to be a
for
parody of
It was
fucking
4
shit.
1-blocks in a row, right? Okay, 1,
I'm
2,
story
3,
writing, bro.
4. There you go. Thank you very much.
So
And
dumb.
my tip?
Your tip?
Oh, my tip?
Really? Don't tell me you thought you weren't gonna tip me.
Yeah, where's the
If you're a
DoorDash
parkour
tip?
Pro, it's always expected that you tip when
Ah,
you buy
man,
something.
10%.
Oh, I hope I make this. Oh, that
Oh,
was close.
360.
Oh wow, a 360? Yeah, you're good,
I
man.
think you always
Thanks.
busted.
And like most things in parkour civilization, the way you tip is with more parkour. Luckily, I survived that payment for the jump installed in my house. If I missed any one of those jumps, I would have fallen back down to the parkour noob level, and my journey to become a pro would have been for nothing. But
Nice.
I won't say it wasn't worth it, because now I can practice slime jumps anytime I want inside of my house.
Slime
And
jump.
this is how my new life is.
Oh
as
my
a
God,
pro
look at
in
those
parkour
houses. Those
civilization.
houses are
No
huge
parkour
now.
noob at the bottom level knows what life is like up here. Except I was the only one to rank up and become a part of parkour
Look
society.
at the
To rank
oh
up
my
to
God.
a parkour pro, I had to be the first noob in history to beat an impossible parkour course. When I got to the top, I got my iron boots and I was officially
So what's
a
your thoughts?
pro.
Why
I
was
thought
it
I had
impossible?
made it. I thought I was at the top of parkour
'Cause
civilization, but that's
the
when I
man doesn't
realized
want
I
you.
truly
Man
knew
wants
nothing
to
about the
down.
world I was living in. My journey to getting to the top
They
of
don't want
parkour
you up.
civilization
The rich stay
wasn't
rich,
even
bitch,
close to being
and
done.
they keep the
Now,
poor
I was
poor.
about to
Keep 'em
discover
poor.
what life was like on the second layer of parkour
Make
civilization.
it impossible.
At the parkour pro level, everywhere you look is a 2-block jump. When I was a parkour noob, I thought 2-block jumps were
When I was a
extremely hard.
parkour
But
noob-
now that I could sprint, I realized they were almost like 1-block jumps. Something about the pro level felt different. Maybe it was the fact that when I was a noob, I would see dirt in the sky, but now there's nothing above me. And that's when I looked back at the parkour temple. There was still a world above me,
Another
and now
temple.
it was way higher up. But there was something else that was different. I was staring down at the house I used to live in. When I was down on the noob level, I would look up and all I would see is dirt. But
So all the
somehow on
rich
pro
people
level,
get
I
to
could
look down at the
and I
poor
could only
people
assume that the same
and
goes for
laugh
the
at 'em.
layer above me. Now that I was adjusted to
Through
my
their
surroundings,
one-way
it was
mirror.
time to go searching for a place to buy a house. That was assuming that life still worked like that up here.
And
When
it's
I took
also a
look around,
reminder to
all I
these
saw were
middle-class
the same
people that if you
identical
fall,
buildings.
you go
Maybe
back
this
to-
time I
you
wouldn't
go
be getting a
back to the
mansion.
low
But
class.
that's when I found a building that looked different, and it
What a
definitely
metaphor
didn't
for
look like
actual
a house.
society.
When I walked inside the building, sure enough, it was a shop to buy a new house.
Oh
hey,
my god.
aren't you the noob
This
who ranked
guy
up?
again,
That
bro.
would
This
be
guy
me.
again.
Oh yeah, I
Oh,
thought
no.
it was you. I'm selling houses today. Choose one you want to buy.
Let's go. It's time to buy my first house as a parkour pro. Let's see what these prices
One
are. I
house.
can get one house
$2
for a
block jump.
2-block jump. Oh, that's super cheap. All right, what is this one over here? I can get one house for a 2.5 block jump. Okay, that's a little more expensive. And this last one is one house for a 3-block. Wait, why are these all the same? All of these options are for the same house.
Oops, busted. I was trying to
Oops.
get a little more profit.
How would anyone fall for it? Since there was
Middle
only
class
one house to buy,
fuckers, bro.
I obviously went with the cheapest option and bought my first
Shady
house
ass
with a 2-block
entrepreneurs.
jump.
Congrats on buying your first house as a parkour pro. Let me take you to
This
it.
house is
Let's go.
$1.
Since
That
all
house is the
houses were
same,
identical,
but
it was no surprise that I got one
$3.
that looked like this.
You're all set to move in. Feel free to call the parkour delivery service if you want your jumps changed.
A parkour delivery service? Let's go. Being a parkour pro
Let's
is
go.
awesome. The living room in my house had 2 1-block jumps, and the entire house itself was 3 stories tall.
Oh
Looks
my
like
God.
3 jumps to get to my bed on the top floor.
Hey, it's your neighbor. Can I come in?
Oh, sure.
Thanks. You're that evbo guy, right? You're the noob who beat the course and ranked up?
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
that's me.
Lore,
I'm
lore,
the first
lore,
one
lore,
to do
lore.
it, I guess.
That's
I
not
can't
supposed
believe
to
you're my
happen.
neighbor. That's crazy. Well, you probably have questions about life up here, right? Anything you want to know?
Yeah, one actually. What happens when we fall? What is the punishment for missing a jump at the pro level?
You go down a level. If you miss a jump, you'll be a noob, and you'll have to beat the course again.
Okay,
I
so I
see.
can never fall, noted. So who are the people above us then? What's above a pro?
It's probably best I just show you. Here, come with me.
My neighbor started telling me everything there was to know about parkour civilization. He brought me back to the parkour temple where all the statues were. He explained how parkour civilization starts at the noob level, and at level 2, you become a parkour pro. Then, there were the parkour masters. If you were
Parkour
lucky enough to
masters.
rank up, you get gold boots and you become a master. My neighbor said that parkour masters never come down to the pro level.
Yeah,
but
they
if they
never
do
come
ever
down
come
here.
down, it's a parkour pro's nightmare. He said the parkour masters are ruthless. And then he walked over to the largest statue, the one with the diamond boots. He said that this was the parkour champion. He said that most people down here don't even believe that the champion is real. But the
Oh my
stories say
God.
there can
Can
only be
only be
one
one.
parkour champion.
There can
Whoever
only
that
be one.
was lives at the top of parkour civilization.
What if he's the one,
which
bro?
means if I was gonna make it to the top,
What if he's the
I
one,
would
bro?
have to become a
No,
parkour
it was
champion.
destined to
My
be- it
first
was-
day as
he
a
was the
parkour
chosen
pro
one.
was strange. For once, no
No
one was at
way.
my door making me parkour for food. But then the question was, how do I get food now? Or what do I even do? I saw that there was another pro going somewhere, so I decided to follow him. Soon after, I saw another pro going in the
stalking
same
people?
direction,
Okay.
which meant they were probably heading to something important. After jumping for a few minutes, I saw what they were heading to. They were all
What is
heading
that?
to this massive structure in the distance. When I got closer, I saw that there was a bunch of parkour pros lined up for something. Whatever this place was, these parkour pros were willing to do 2-block vertical jumps to get
2-block
here.
vertical jumps?
Fortunately, I
Crazy.
didn't fail any of these jumps and I made it into the line. I must have woken up late to whatever this was because I was the last one to show up. At this point, I didn't know if that was a good thing or a bad thing.
What's
but that's
happening?
when I saw what everyone was waiting in line for. there was a dispenser at the end of the structure. The pro in front of me picked up 2 items, but the only thing I saw them holding was a piece of paper. What could be so valuable about that piece of paper that people would wait in line this long for? When it was my turn, I clicked the button, and I got a piece of steak. So this is how the parkour pros get food.
What?
Then I received the piece of paper. The
Farm
paper
work?
said
Oh,
farm
you
work
gotta do
equals
a
15
job.
minutes. And this is when I realized how life was different on the pro level of parkour civilization.
Wait, what does that
Instead
mean,
of
though?
parkouring for food like the
don't
noobs
know, you do
do,
a
the
job for
pros
food.
parkour for work. Just like the guy
go
who
do
sold
some
me my
work, huh?
house, the guards in parkour prison, or even the pros that fed me every day. They were all just completing their daily task that they got from this piece of paper. And now for my first daily
Oh, is that a
task, I
nuclear
was
reactor?
assigned to work on the farm. Before this, I had never seen
So
an
that's your
animal
occupation.
in parkour civilization.
We went
but
from
this
low
is the
class,
place they were all
unemployed,
kept. This place was
Farmer.
responsible
middle
for
class
feeding all
farmer.
of the
Yeah.
parkour pros and all of the parkour
Middle
noobs.
class
And
employee.
it should be no surprise that in parkour civilization, even the animals had to do a parkour course.
What?
My daily task meant that I had to watch all of the animals that did the parkour course.
All right, Cal,
man,
you got
job
this.
is terrible. Now I'm just gonna have to watch a cow fall off and.
Oh, boom, bop, bop, bop.
How
Dang, 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 dang,
do you even
Technoblade.
do that? The parkour pros only eat the meat from the animals that complete the parkour course. They
Oh.
say it enhances your parkour
Oh,
abilities.
no.
As for
You
the other
only eat
animals that
food?
don't make the course, well, that's
I
where
don't
the
eat
meat
that
comes
low
from
class.
on the noob level.
Low
And
class
some
food.
noob's gonna have to
Low
eat
class
that.
food.
I cannot say I missed
Disgusting.
that. Parkour
Wasn't
pros
gonna
do
eat it
their daily
anyway.
tasks for a reason. Once you've completed the task that you got on your piece of paper,
Bro,
you take
what?
it to the training grounds. This place is basically the only
training
reason
ground?
parkour pros are incentivized to work. This is because this is the only place in parkour civilization where you can practice parkour without worrying about falling to the lower
It's
level.
safety.
The entrance to the training grounds is blocked by a barrier, and the only way in is to throw in your slip of paper once you've completed the work. The
Got
daily
it.
task I completed gave me 15 minutes of practice time. That meant
Come
for
on,
the
come
next
on, come on.
15 minutes, I could
Get some
practice
good practicing.
any parkour jump I could possibly think of.
Oh my
Here,
God,
you have
blocks
the
on blocks on
ability to
blocks on
build any
blocks.
parkour jump you want. But with this being my first day as a parkour pro, I didn't even know what I needed to practice. So I just decided to do the jumps that people left here. It seemed like a lot of the pros were practicing fence jumps, which are jumps I had little to no experience on. But what scared me the most is
Oh
what I
my
saw over
God,
here.
look at that
Someone
jump.
was practicing not one, but multiple 3-block vertical jumps.
3-block
It almost
vertical.
seemed impossible
That's
to do
impossible.
even one. But if someone was practicing these jumps,
That's
that could only
impossible.
mean one thing: that the way up to become a parkour master would be nearly impossible. If I was gonna have
You gotta
any
do those
shot
jumps,
at
bro.
ranking up to become a master,
gotta do
I
them
was gonna
jumps.
have to spend much more time in here practicing.
Practice,
Another
practice makes
beautiful day, and I don't have to wake up to either raw chicken or raw beef. Even though I've only been here for a few days, I feel like I haven't really enjoyed myself yet. I mean, for once in my life, I don't even have to go outside to parkour for food. I don't even have to grab my piece of steak. I'll still have full hunger for days. And now, instead of being bullied by all the parkour pros like I was down at the noob level, I can just do anything I want and no one's here to punish me.
Hey, you want to come with me to get our daily jobs? I don't want to be late.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do my daily task. I think I'm just gonna chill today, honestly.
What? What do you mean you're gonna chill? You're not gonna get your daily tasks? Are you sure about that?
What? I mean, no one says we have to, so what's the problem?
I don't know. I just have never seen anyone not do their daily tasks.
I've never
Well,
seen
maybe
a
I'm
person
teaching the
not
parkour
do their
pros that they
task.
don't have to parkour all the time. But later that day, I realized I made a huge mistake.
Uh-oh.
What
hell-
in the
what the
world
hell
is
is
that
that?
sound? Bro, come on, I was just trying to sleep. Who keeps making that horn noise?
Dude, hurry. You gotta get out here now. Follow me and make sure you don't miss a jump.
Whoa, 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 what's going on? Be late for what? Wait, where are you going? I started parkouring in the direction that my neighbor was going, and that's when I saw a bunch of parkour pros
Uh-oh,
lined up,
what's going
standing
on?
completely still. I had no clue what was going on, but I followed my neighbor, and soon I got in line with all of the
Get in
other
line.
parkour pros.
Get in
No
line.
one was saying anything. Hey, can anyone tell me what's going on?
Dude, don't say anything and look straight ahead.
Why? Can't someone just explain what's happening? But that's when it happened. Not too far ahead, someone dropped down from the sky. It was a parkour
Parkour
master.
One
master.
of you was supposed to design a new course, but someone didn't do their task. Who
Oh
was it?
my
Oh,
God.
no, I'm done for. Why does this
Which
have to be
employee
me?
didn't do their
Watch
job?
as the parkour master interrogated each and every
Was
one
it
of the
you?
parkour pros.
Was
knowing
it
that
you?
Sooner or later, he was gonna show up where I was.
Please, bro.
You.
You.
What was your task?
Oh,
My
what was your
task,
task?
I was selling houses to noobs on the bottom level.
Someone already did that task. Prepare for a parkour battle.
A parkour,
Parkour battle?
The parkour battle starts now.
This is just great. Why does my first parkour battle have to be against a parkour master?
For my first attack, I'm attacking you with a 3-block.
I'm attacking
Okay,
you with a
3-block jump. That's doable. I think I can survive this round. In Parkour Civilization, it should be no surprise that people fight each other with more parkour. If someone
Playing a
attacks
game of
you
horse,
with a
I
jump
guess,
and you
okay.
don't make it, you pay the price.
You take
oh,
damage.
This isn't good. I'm already down 4 hearts.
I gave you an easy one, but I guess this is going to be over faster than I thought. Get ready for my next attack.
The
My
worst
next
part about
attack.
parkour battles is you can't even attack your opponent until you defend one of their attacks.
It's a
And by the
turn-based-
looks of this
it's
next
a
jump,
turn-based
I will
horse,
not
bro.
be
What
attacking
the hell?
Parkour master
Oh
at
my
all.
god,
Your
diagonal.
turn. 4 blocks by 3 blocks, diagonal jump.
All right, here goes nothing.
ball 3.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Oh man, this is so far. How did he do this first try? I was hoping I would get lucky, but luck
No,
wasn't on my
1
side.
HP.
The second attack hit me, and I was down to 2 hearts.
One more hit.
This is too fun for me. One more attack, and you'll be gone forever.
The parkour
Oh,
master
no.
was right. If I failed to defend one more attack, it's game over for me. All I could hope for now is that the parkour master fails this last jump. That way, I could actually have a chance to attack. No way he makes this first try.
Oh,
he made it.
This is
man.
it for you,
Oh, we're
Parkour
cooked,
Pro.
guys.
A
Guys, we're
3-block
cooked.
vertical jump to decide your fate.
This was it. My
I'ma end
entire
this old
journey in
man's
Parkour
career, bro.
Civilization came down to
I'ma
this
end his
one
career.
jump, and it was a 3
I've done that jump
vertical
before.
I thought when I ranked up to become a
I
parkour pro,
played
my
this
days of
game
parkouring to survive were over.
I
But I
played
soon
this
realized I knew
Little
nothing
did
about
you know,
parkour society.
I am the
Even as a
danger.
pro, I wasn't even close to being at the top of Parkour Civilization. The parkour pros were the workers of society. Every
Workers
day
of
we would
society.
get a new daily job to complete, and I found out the hard way
Yeah,
what
this has to
happens
be
if
a
you skip your
poetic-
job, because
poetic,
the one day I didn't get my
exposition
daily
of
task,
something.
a parkour
Of
master
civ- of
came
actual
and
society.
challenged me to a
Nah,
parkour
it couldn't
battle.
be.
And now I have to do the hardest jump I've ever done in my life if I want to live. This was it. All my work to rank up to become a parkour pro was gonna be for nothing if I didn't make this jump. But at least I was gonna die trying. I took a deep breath and I jumped. What?
Oh!
Is this real? I did it. I made a 3-block vertical jump.
I've ever seen.
You just bought yourself 5 more minutes of time, but we both know your fate. Get ready to attack me.
The parkour
My
master was right.
turn.
All I did was buy myself a little time. How was I gonna be able to do a jump that the parkour master couldn't do? And if I make it too easy, the parkour master will just get another chance to attack me. I got lucky last time, but I don't think I'd survive another attack from the parkour master. For my first attack, I built
First
a
attack.
1-block jump, and I did a
360 no scope.
Maybe, just maybe, there was a chance this would work.
Wow, a
Never seen that before.
360? I've never done that before, but if you did it, it can't be that hard.
Oh,
Let's go.
you've never
He's
done it before?
I needed him to fail this jump.
Oh, he's
What?
cooked.
How?
Oh!
Who even does 360s? What is this?
Strike
By
back
some
at the
miracle,
fucking
my
corporates,
attack
bro.
against the parkour
Strike
master
back!
was successful. I think I found his weakness. He couldn't do a
Found his
360.
weakness.
This was my chance. I just had to make sure that I kept making my jumps. For my next attack, I built a 2-block jump.
2-block
I've never
360.
even
Come
made
on.
this jump before, but my entire life depended on it. I jumped, and I successfully made
Let's
a
go!
2-block jump
Let's
with a
go!
360.
This is ridiculous. How are you doing these jumps?
I watched as the parkour master
He's
tried
sweating.
to defend
He's
against
sweating.
my attack, but once again,
He
the
missed.
360 was too difficult for him.
This can't be possible.
Mono
How
and
are
mono.
you beating me?
Now, both the parkour master and I were at 2 hearts. The next person to land an attack would win the parkour battle. Alright, you ready for a 3-block jump with a 360?
No, stop. I yield.
please,
You
please.
win the parkour battle.
What? Are you
Huh?
serious? No way. I actually won
GG,
the parkour
easy.
battle.
He
doesn't wanna die. He doesn't wanna
Somehow I
die.
beat a
You want the
parkour
smoke? You
master.
want the smoke?
Because you beat me, I have something that can help you rank up to become a parkour master.
I could become a parkour master? The master said that the course to becoming a parkour master would be impossible, but he had something that could help me along the way. He pulled out an item and threw it on the ground.
Totem of
I went
Undying.
to pick it up, and I figured out that it was a totem of undying. He said somewhere in the course there is a jump that I won't survive, and I'll know it when I see it. He told me
What do
to
you
go
mean you
attempt the
won't
course to
survive?
rank up and find this jump. He said to find any information about the secret to completing that jump, because if I can figure out how to make the jump, I could rank up to become a parkour master. So I wasn't going to do that again. And today my task was feed noobs. I realized after all this time of being a parkour pro, I've never made my way back down to the noob level yet. I wonder if anything's changed down there since I ranked up. If you're a pro in Parkour Civilization and you fall, you'll lose your rank and become a noob again. But you can still go down to the lower level. There's just a different way. This is the first time I'd been back to this part of the parkour temple since I ranked up. And now that I was a pro, I had access to a different doorway that I've never seen before. This new path led to a giant staircase that would take me back down to the noob level.
So they had a
If I
way
missed one
down
of
the
these
entire
jumps,
time?
I would for sure die, but fortunately,
Why is he going
1-block
back
jumps
down,
are
though?
too easy for me now that I'm a parkour pro. When I got to the bottom, I
'Cause it's
collected
job.
everything I needed
Oh,
in order
yeah,
for me
good
to
job,
complete
good
my
job.
daily task.
Don't get
It's
your,
crazy
mic
to
clips in
think
your
that
mic.
I'm still live here. All right, time to set up the jumps. Let's see, 1-block jump for raw chicken, and then the 1-block vertical jump
So
for
how do you
raw
think, like,
beef. Man,
more
I can't
people
believe I'm
get
actually
spawned in?
doing this job now. All right, mandatory parkour check.
Nope.
Oh, great. It's you.
You're a
Huh?
parkour noob now? Weren't you just at my house?
They
yeah,
swapped.
You delivered my parkour to me.
How
So
the
what happened?
What do
turntables
you
turn.
think happened, genius? You just paid me
Uh-huh.
a huge tip, and I was so happy. And then I fell out the front door.
Unlucky.
Hey man, well, I ranked up, so you could too. All right, so now you have to choose your
You
jump.
think I don't know what to do already? Just let me jump for my food in peace.
Hey, I feel like I remember being in a situation that was just like this. You really think I could rank up to be a parkour pro?
Not a chance. You're a parkour noob. And you think you're so good now. Just wait till I rank up.
Oh, shoot.
Oh no!
Oh, man, that sucks. Dang, now he has to spend another 50 years in parkour prison. Oh well. After only finding 2 noobs to feed, I went back to the other neighborhood where I found the old man. It just seemed so weird that he disappeared out of nowhere. I wanted to see if there's a chance that he came back. But when I got to the house, a parkour master walked out the front door. Luckily, I wasn't spotted. What
Why did
was
the
a
parkour
master
master
doing all the way at the noob level? And
The
why
old
did he
man
come
was
from
a
this
key
house?
character.
When I thought the coast was clear, I made my way over. This couldn't be a coincidence. This is the only house I've seen with a secret room, and now a parkour master shows up here? Does the master even know about the secret room? I went to go inside, but something was wrong. There was no secret doorway. It was gone. I was
What?
sure this was the right house. That parkour master must have came here to block up the entrance. I sat there thinking about why the parkour master would do that.
Why
but
would he do
nothing
that?
made sense to me. But that didn't matter to me right now. Now that I finished my daily task, it was time to try the course to rank up to become a
Oh,
parkour
he can see
master
through it now.
and
Okay.
find this impossible jump. I got back up to the pro level, dropped off my daily task paper, and got ready to climb the parkour temple. Now, I had one thing to worry about, and that was making this initial course to get into the temple. I wasn't worried about falling. I was worried about wasting my totem of undying. The parkour master said that I would not survive the impossible jump. So if I got to that jump with no totem of undying, then this entire journey would be for nothing. I scaled my way up the side of the parkour temple until I got to the very top. Most of the jumps were 2-block vertical jumps, but towards the end, I had to make this
Ooh,
3-block
three-block jump.
Now, I couldn't afford to make any mistakes. That's when I made the last jump, and I was inside the parkour temple. What's crazy is that none of those jumps
same
were a
music
part
has
of
been
the
playing
real
for a
course
long
to rank
time.
up.
I think-
This was the real course.
I think it's starting to get on me.
At first glance, I was seeing blocks I've never seen used in parkour before, but I was expecting that. There's a reason why almost no pros even attempt this course, and that's because it's
Or Jasper,
so
when you
dangerous.
use push to talk,
Fence
use the
jumps,
keyboard push to talk
trapdoor
button.
jumps, and ladder jumps.
That's what
The
I
jumps
use.
just kept getting harder and harder the more I looked at it. But I wasn't here to rank up. All I was here to do was find the impossible jump that the parkour master told me about. If I find this jump and study it like he told me to, maybe I have an actual chance of becoming a parkour master.
Fence
I
jumps.
climbed to the top of the ladder, and now I was really at the start of the course. Any fall from this height would result in death. And of course, I have to do fence jumps as the very first section. I held out my totem of undying, and I climbed on the course to begin. Fence jumps were my
Ooh.
worst nightmare, but so far I've made 3 in a row.
One by
But
one.
I soon realized that that's all I needed to do, because I think I found the impossible jump. What is this jump? Is this a 4-block vertical fence jump? There's no way this is the
4-block
right way,
vertical
right?
fence
But there was nowhere else to go. This was clearly the right path, but this jump it had to be impossible. Well, the master gave me a totem for a reason. I attempted the
No!
jump, but got nowhere close to even making it. That was it. That was my one chance to use the totem of undying, and I'm just hoping that that was the jump he was talking about. Now, I had to study the jump, and I knew just the way to do that. Fortunately, it was my neighbor who was working as the parkour delivery service today.
Couldn't you just walk
Hey, I
back?
need a jump built in my house. Follow me. I need to show
And
you what it
practice
looks
it?
like. All right, so for the jump I need built, it's kind of a little ways away.
Oh man, is the parkour jump all the way up there?
Yeah, it's fine. I'll tip you good. Just follow me. I brought my neighbor
tip
all the
you
way
good.
up into the parkour temple and showed him the jump I wanted him to build. Since the jump was complicated, he placed down a block that copies every block on this jump. And after paying for his services, I now
What?
have this impossible parkour jump inside my own house. Now I can study this jump every single day. It turns out the
Study
jump was a
the jump.
3-block vertical jump, but with the fences, it turns into a 4-block. It was actually impossible. So what was I missing here? I couldn't just practice this jump because
momentum.
Parkour
It
Civilization
needs
laws
momentum.
state all jumps
he
inside your
need
home
potion of
must have a
speed?
risk of dying. So practicing wasn't gonna be my best option. This doesn't make any sense. I'll think about it tomorrow, I guess. I was gonna leave it, but that's when I slipped. No! For
No!
my entire life, I've been parkouring to survive. That's how any of us survive in Parkour Civilization.
slipped.
If you don't make the jumps, you
Bro,
pay the
we're
price.
getting another
No matter
anime
how many
recap.
people I've seen fall, that never stopped me from
Oh
believing
my
that I
God.
could parkour all the way to the top of society. I was the first noob to
I'm
ever
gonna
rank
lose
up
it.
to become a parkour
I'm
pro.
gonna lose
I beat
it.
a parkour master in my
I could
first
be
parkour
watching
battle,
some
and I even
anime.
found the impossible
Could be
jump that
playing
the parkour
Minecraft.
master told
Could
me
be
to
working
look
on
for.
the
worst
Ultimate
part is,
Craft
I was so
Guide,
close. I
watching
actually
more
thought I could be
Skibidi
a
Toilet, 'cause
champion
that's
one
what my
day, but
audience
one jump
wants.
can change
You think-
everything. No! I
Huh?
thought I was dead until
What?
I wasn't. What? How am I alive?
Huh?
My journey in parkour
The plot
civilization
twist!
should have
Oh
ended.
my
I was supposed to
God!
die
Oh
there.
my
The
God!
barrier
The
block
plot
caught my
armor.
I
fall.
couldn't see
This
it
barrier
coming.
block had to have been placed by someone, right? Unless it wasn't. The guy who came to deliver parkour used a device that copied every single block from the
Oh my
impossible
God!
jump. That
That
had
means-
to be it. The barrier was from the impossible jump. This is what the parkour master wanted me to find. It was the way to get past the impossible jump. And now that I know about it, I
Invisijump.
can actually rank up to become a parkour master.
gotta look for the barrier
I was gonna
blocks.
have to prepare. I couldn't believe it. Just a few minutes ago, I was about to fall down back to the noob level
That
and
means
become
there's
a
more
parkour
barrier
noob
blocks.
forever.
That
And now
old
I'm
man
preparing
from-
to rank
from
up
Poor
again to
Civilization
become
knew
a
something.
parkour master. All right, let's see what my daily task is today. Parkour course building. Okay, definitely cannot skip that. The last time I
Okay.
tried skipping my daily task, I was assigned parkour course building.
The
and that resulted in a
recaps,
parkour
bro.
master challenging me to a parkour battle where
How
I
do
barely
people watch
survived,
how do
so
you
I'm
watch
not gonna
this
do
without
that again.
with
So
your
far,
finger
this is the
hovering
first
over the
time
arrow
I've
key?
done a daily task that was
Double tap
located
the screen.
in parkour prison, and the only way to get there is by jumping in the void. Ever since I escaped this prison, I've never been back, and now
I need to wake
working
myself
here.
up.
Oh,
I'm falling
finally
asleep.
you're here. I thought you were never gonna show up. The parkour masters want another glass course made. And make sure you
Another
don't make the
glass
jumps
course.
too easy. There's only 2 noobs left in parkour prison, so I'll just grab one of them to do the course.
There's only 2 noobs left
Only
in
2
parkour
left.
prison.
What?
I don't know if that's a good
Repeat
thing or
exactly
bad
what he
thing.
said.
In Parkour Civilization, the parkour pros are responsible for building new parkour courses for the parkour masters. And since the pros would never want to try these courses on their own, the prisoners of parkour prison are used instead. No way, it's you again.
And you think you're so good now. Just wait till I rank up.
Oh, shoot.
Oh shoot!
I'm sorry, man, but you gotta be the one to do random parkour testing today.
Why can't you pick the old guy? He's like 100 years old.
Look, man, I don't make the rules.
The
You
old
just gotta
guy?
do the course.
This
The old
is
guy's
too
in prison.
easy. I'm
The old
making
guy.
it out of here.
No,
No.
no, he's gone for real this time.
now he's
All right, daily task completed. One step closer to becoming a parkour master.
May you save us all, evbo.
After a few
What?
more days of completing more
Lore?
daily tasks, I was getting closer to attempting the course to
I've
rank
broken
up
save
to
'em all.
become a master. I had been planning this out carefully. I wasn't just gonna go into the hardest parkour course of my life unprepared. I had saved 4 of my daily task papers to take to the parkour training grounds. As a parkour
Okay.
pro, each daily task you complete gives you 15 minutes of practice time.
He's
Since
gonna
I saved
practice
up,
for an
I have
hour?
now 1 hour to practice as much parkour as I could. This would probably be one of the last times I could parkour without worrying about dying. Because once I step foot into the parkour temple to become a master, there would be no turning back. All of this preparation is relying on the fact that there actually is a secret path to get past the impossible jump. But I've come too far and I've been through too much to give up now.
Fence
I
traps.
have to believe
Fence
there's a
trap
way
jumps.
to rank up. I tried
Ooh,
practicing
jump.
every jump that I remembered from the parkour temple. Most of the jumps I saw were
Tree
either
jumps.
fences, trapdoors, or ladders, and I used my entire time in the training grounds practicing those jumps. By the end of the hour, I felt like I had unlocked parkour abilities I've never had before. I was speedrunning through fence jumps and trapdoor jumps easily.
Oh
3-block
God.
jumps weren't
Oh
even
my
a challenge
God.
for me by the end of my
Oh my
training.
God,
And
he's
that's
crazy.
how I knew that it was time to head to the parkour temple and do the course to become a parkour master.
You'll
Yes,
save
sir.
them
He's
all.
heading to the parkour temple now. Don't worry, sir. I have something planned. I can promise you he's not making it out alive.
This was it. It was time to start the journey up the parkour
They have an
temple.
insider.
The
An
last
insider.
time I made this climb, I
gonna
had a
rig it.
totem of undying for a second chance. But this time around, there would be no second
Oh,
chances.
I see. The
This
Dark
was my
Knight
last
Rises.
and only run. If I don't make
No
every
bars
single
here.
one of these jumps in the parkour
Full
course,
risk.
this would be the last
Put
view
your life
I
on the
ever
line.
have of parkour civilization. But that's how parkour life is. You either rise or you fall. You can never stay in the same
Dark-
place. And
the
I
Dark
had decided
either
that I
rises
was
or
gonna be the
falls.
one to rise. I got to the top of the ladder, and it was time to start the parkour course. Any fall from
Jump.
this height would be the death of me.
Jump.
But the fence jumps weren't what I was
Jump.
worried about. It was this, the impossible jump.
Where's
This
the
is
barrier
when I
block?
find out if the secret path is real
There's
or
a
not.
barrier
I
block
studied where the barrier block was in my house. If I wanted to land on the barrier, I would have to walk off the fence. If I jumped, I would miss the block. And that's assuming it was even there. But there's
You
only
must
one way
trust
to find out.
yourself.
I walked off
Fall.
the ledge.
Oh!
Alive.
Oh
Was here.
my
The
God.
secret path was real.
The secret
now,
path.
I knew it was possible. It was possible to become a parkour master. I looked around for where to go next, and I saw the outline of a barrier 3 blocks to
Another
my left. And I
barrier.
saw the staircase of barriers that would lead up back onto the parkour
Oh my
course.
God,
I've never done
invisible
invisible
blocks.
parkour before, but there's a first time for everything. I made the 3-block jump, and I was on the secret path. I didn't understand. Did someone make the secret path, or was the course designed like this from the beginning? Either way, however the secret path got there, it got me back on the course. And now I
The
was gonna
old
have
man
to make
had
every
barriers.
jump first try. Thankfully, I got past the fence section, but now I was on the trapdoors. Trapdoors were only a quarter of the size of a regular block, meaning if I missed the jump by even a little, it would be game over. This next jump was a 3-block diagonal jump. I didn't practice this jump, but I made it. I
Let's
had made it
go.
past the trapdoors, but now I was on the regular doors. I
Regular
had almost
doors.
no experience with door jumps, but
Door
I knew
jump,
I
door
had to
jump,
be
door
careful.
jump.
If I
Oh,
wasn't paying
curve that
attention
shit.
and I opened one of the doors the wrong way, I could get knocked off, and there would be no totem of undying to save me this time. The jumps kept getting harder and harder, and each
Come on.
jump I
Oh.
felt like I was barely hanging on the edge. But it didn't matter, as long as I was staying on the course.
Oh, he
one by
knows how to-
one, I kept making
knows
the
how to do that
jumps,
jump.
and I was getting higher and higher off the ground. The last door jump was a 3.5-block jump. It was far, but
Oh
it
my
wasn't going to be
God.
the jump that stopped me from ranking up. I didn't like thinking about the fact that
Why
this
didn't he turn
course
that
had
door?
no
But
room
it's
for
fine.
error. When I ranked up before, at least the course had blocks to potentially break my fall, but here, there was nothing that could save me. Luckily,
jump,
I
ladder
made it
jump.
past the door
Boom.
section, and now I was on to the ladder section. Everything was going smoothly until I found something I've never seen before. Is this jump even possible? This is a 2-block vertical jump. I've never
block,
seen
two
this
block
jump
up?
before, but I figured it had
2
to
by
be
2 by
possible.
2?
I went for it, and I made it. And that's when I saw one of the hardest jumps I've ever seen. Oh no, this could be the end of me. Come on, please hang on. Oh, that was too close.
Oh my
I was
God.
inches away from slipping off the ladder, but by some miracle, I was still on the course. Now, I was parkouring on fully grown trees.
didn't know
I
trees
didn't even
existed,
know
bro. It's like
trees
the
still
Lorax. It's like
existed
the
in
Lorax.
parkour civilization, but I didn't have time to focus on that right now. I was looking at the last jumps, and I realized I was almost at the top. I was actually gonna do it. All right, where do I jump to
What
now?
the hell is
What
that?
the? What?
Oh,
My
is
bomb!
going on?
Bomba,
What is?
bomba, bomba.
Wait, no! I was
Dead.
too late to realize. I opened my eyes and I was still on
He
the tree
survived.
with 2 hearts left. What happened?
It was a
that
rigged.
a part of the course?
That is impressive. I thought the TNT would do the trick, but you just want to stay alive.
What the? Who are you?
You.
What are
Who
you
are
doing
you?
here? I'm so confused. What is going on?
Oh, please don't tell me you thought you were gonna rank up. You were a noob. You don't belong up there. You could never be a parkour master. You belong at the bottom level. You were a noob. You were born to be one, and you'll always be one. And now I gotta finish the job. Prepare for a parkour battle.
Oh god, a
Oh,
parkour battle
no,
is not what
parkour
I
battle.
need right now. I only have 2 hearts left.
He's
That
already
means
1
if I
HP.
fail to defend any parkour attack, that will be the end of me. And to think I actually had a chance of ranking up.
Say goodbye to parkour civilization. The battle starts now. I attack you with a 2-block diagonal vertical jump.
Whoever this was
2-block
severely
diagonal vertical jump.
underestimated me. I've beaten a master in a parkour battle, and I
Oh.
sure wasn't gonna get out to a
Oh.
jump like that.
There's no point in fighting back. Your fate is inevitable.
I didn't listen to the parkour pro. I knew that as long as I could parkour, I was still in this. Now, I couldn't afford to play it safe.
The
I needed
backward
an
jump!
attack that would finish him once and for all. And
Come
that
on.
meant doing a jump I've never done before. Come on, please make it.
Boom!
I did it.
No, what was that? What was that jump?
What was that
That
jump?
would be a
What did you
2-block
do?
Downwards, backwards jump.
Nani?
Sorry, I messed up. It's actually a 2-block
Nani,
downwards,
Kuro?
backwards, diagonal jump.
Two
This
block
was it. The
diagonal,
pro lined up
backwards,
at the edge of the
diagonal.
block
He's
and
shivering.
jumped
He's
backwards.
shaking.
Come on, please.
No, he's
I
dead.
did it. I won.
Yeah.
the
There's no
parkour
safety,
battle, but
unlike
against
the last
who?
battle.
That was just a parkour
They just hit the
pro.
ground and
Why
died.
was
Yeah,
another
exactly.
pro
Spawned
trying to
parkour
attack
head.
me? And why did they not want me to rank up? What was all that stuff he was saying about how I was born to be at the bottom? There was too much to think about. But I had to
Nothing
set
can
that
stop
aside
our main
because now
protagonist.
I still had to worry about surviving the parkour course, and not even just the parkour jumps.
Evbo
Who
the
knows
goat.
if there are more traps waiting for me ahead? I took a look at the rest of the course. I could see the final stretch of jumps, and all I had to do now was a slime block jump. jump. Let's go. All the days I was using my custom
I
slime block jump
practiced
to
the
get to
slime
my
jump.
bed were just practice for this moment. I jumped and I made it. Now I was
I
standing
was fully
on one of
prepared
the
for this
final
moment.
jumps of the course, and I could see the doorway up ahead. And now were the 3-block vertical jumps. But I've been practicing for this moment. I used my momentum to do all 5 jumps in a
momentum
row. In
parkour.
less than 10 jumps, I would be a parkour master. Now I was at a tricky part. I've never even seen chain jumps before.
Chain
but compared
jumps.
to surviving a surprise attack and parkour battle, it was nothing to me anymore. I made the final chain jump, and I was 1 jump away from becoming a parkour master. This was it. This was what everything was leading up to. The old man that helped me, the parkour
my
master
God.
that gave me the
The
totem,
lore.
they all wanted
Friends
me to
and
make
family.
it to this point, and I wasn't gonna let them down. I jumped, and I made
Oh,
it. I did
boom.
it. I actually did it. I turned around and looked at how high I was off the ground. I had beaten the course that no pro even attempts to do. And now I'm about to
There were
rank
2
up.
impossible
Once I step
jumps in
through
this
these
one
doors, I will no longer be a
and
parkour
in the past
pro.
one together.
I will be a parkour master. The door opened, revealing
door
an
opened.
entirely
Quartz.
different room. All
Ah.
of the walls were made
We
up
in
of
the rich
quartz.
class,
What
baby.
was society even gonna look like up here? I couldn't describe it, but
I, a
everything was so
parkour master.
perfect compared to the layers down below. I looked over and I saw a lava parkour jump with dispensers in the middle. Oh, I know what this is. This would hopefully be the last time I ever have to wear pro boots again. I took off my boots and threw them in the lava.
Yeah.
And now I just gotta make sure I don't fail this jump. I jumped through the dispensers and I was
Golden,
equipped with
boy.
golden boots. I was now officially a parkour master. The last time I ranked up to become a pro, there were people working in the parkour temple, but now I don't see anyone here. I realized how different society was between the noob and pro levels. So how much different could this
Look at those
society
big ass
be?
stairs.
Well, I guess there's only one way to find out. I walked up the stairs and I started to see the inside of the parkour temple. All right, I think I'm ready to see what society's like up here. I walked up the stairs into the parkour master society. Oh my.
Oh
Becoming
my.
a master of parkour
just
civilization
cuts off?
wasn't easy. I had to risk my life finding a way past
don't
an
even get to
impossible
see?
jump. I had to complete parkour jumps that
Instead,
I've
we
never
get to
even
see a
done
fucking
before.
anime
I even had to
recap
survive
again?
A surprise attack while trying
the
to rank
fuck?
up. But no matter what challenge I
Fuck?
faced, nothing stopped me from ranking up to become a parkour master. Now I get to be the first parkour pro to see what society is like up here. Oh my. This is what
Holy.
parkour civilization looks like as a master. Up here, only the best of the best can survive
parkour
all of the
master.
jumps. One missed jump and I would rank down back to a parkour pro, and all of my work to get up here would have been for nothing. And now it looks like I'm gonna be fighting for my life every jump. As a parkour noob, I only had to do 1-block jumps. When I became a pro, those 1-block
Oh
jumps
my
turned
God.
into 2-block jumps.
Now
and
he's gonna
now,
do
as a parkour
fucking
master,
dream
everywhere
parkour
I look
courses.
is a 3-block
Parkour
jump.
championship.
Except now up here, there are parkour highways. It seemed like taking the
Parkour
highway was
highways.
a little easier since the glass jumps were about 2.5 blocks. I was expecting life to be different up here, but I did
highway.
not think it would look like this. I mean, were these even houses? These were more like skyscrapers. Wait, could I actually buy a skyscraper as a master? I looked up and way up high, I saw a parkour master easily making the jumps. And just when I thought he was gonna die from fall damage, he just caught himself with a water bucket and moved on.
Water
I've never
bucket?
heard of water bucket parkour.
MLG
being a
water
thing,
buckets?
But that's when I remembered the parkour master that I battled came down the same way. So parkour masters
We can do
use
MLG.
water to never take fall damage? Alright,
MLG
well it
bucket,
looks like
boy.
I gotta go find myself a water bucket. I made my way over to what looked like to be some sort of parkour staircase. And this definitely didn't look like an easy staircase to climb.
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Oh no, my first day as a parkour master and I'm already in trouble? I turned around but didn't see anybody until a parkour master dropped down out of nowhere.
It seems like you're new here. You should probably get off the staircase if you don't have your water bucket yet.
Okay, I'm not gonna fight back on this one, not trying to make enemies on my first day. The master explained that I shouldn't be going up high without a water bucket because one missed jump and I'll die from fall damage. And he said
Can't you
masters
swim up
never
with the
die
water
from fall
bucket?
damage. Okay, so how do I get a
Ain't
water
that like a
bucket then?
vanilla
Do you
mechanic?
even have a house yet?
No.
Alright, buddy. You should probably get a house first. Like that one over there. You need something on the ground level. Something where you don't have to go up high for.
Are you
Okay, give me a
serious?
house,
These
give
are
me a house.
actually houses? Okay, so how do I get a house?
Give me my
The
penthouse,
master
bro.
showed me the building where I could buy my parkour skyscraper.
You're new here. I'll help you out a little bit. I'm kind of rich, so just take
I'm
this
kinda
and
rich,
hopefully
so-
that will help you buy your first house.
You're
Blocks?
rich? Wait, what does that mean? It was already clear that I knew nothing about what life was like up here. The parkour master
He
dropped
gave
me
me
five
five
blocks. Why would he drop me these?
Five.
Wait, How much is a skyscraper gonna cost? I made my way over to the shop where I was gonna buy my first house as a parkour master. I walked inside and this store looked nothing like all of the other shops I bought houses from. Instead, there was just one giant hole in the middle. Okay, don't tell me I have to do this jump to buy a skyscraper. Is this even possible?
Okay, clearly you have no idea how this works. You have to build your jump, buddy.
Let's go.
Build
I can
your
build my own
jump?
jump to pay for my house? Now I understand why the parkour master gave me these blocks. Alright, what am I gonna build? Wait, how do I even know this is gonna be enough to buy the house? Can't you just tell me how much the house costs?
No, that's your job. Just warning you, if you don't pay enough, I'm not gonna sell you a house.
Okay, I have to guess the price.
What?
That's just great. Let's just hope this 3-block diagonal jump works. Nice. Alright, did I get the house?
Bro, you're kidding, right? You're trying to buy a skyscraper. Why would you think that would work? If I had a dirt house to sell, I wouldn't even give it to you for that.
Okay, that's not good. Now I just wasted 3 of the blocks I had. How am I possibly gonna make a jump hard enough to buy a skyscraper?
Why'd you
with
break
one
it?
block? Okay, let's see. This is a 3-block jump.
You
and
had
then
2
into
more
a 10
blocks.
block
Why'd you
jump.
break 'em?
Oh god, I have an idea and I don't like it. But
Alright,
if I'm gonna
360
buy
moment.
a parkour skyscraper, I think this is my only choice. This is such a bad idea. Why am I doing this? Whatever. I'm just gonna go for it. 1, 2.
Boom.
I
Oh
cannot
my
believe I just
god,
made
double.
that.
I've never
720.
even seen a 360, but you just paid me with 2 in a row. This
Oh
is
my God.
incredible. Let me show you to your parkour skyscraper.
If there's one thing I know about life in
His secret
parkour
ability, the
civilization,
360
it's that a
jump.
360 can solve everything.
360
here's
can
your new
solve
house.
everything.
I have to be the first person in history to have bought a house on the noob level, the pro level, and the master level. I
Oh,
cannot
shit.
wait to check this out. Wait, how do I even get up here?
Oh, yeah, usually when people buy this house, they water bucket from all the way up there to get inside.
I have to jump from all the way up there just
Boom.
to get up one block?
No, since you paid me a lot, I'll help you out.
The guy told me I could use this block instead of water bucketing, but he said as a parkour master, if you're caught using this, everyone will make fun of you. That means I'm gonna have to get a water bucket before I become a social outcast up here. Alright, time to check out the biggest house I've ever bought in parkour civilization. The downside
Oh
about being a
my
parkour
God.
master is every jump in my life is now so much harder. The houses up here had so many more spaces to fall through.
What
I
a
even had
house,
to
though.
jump if I wanted to go on the couch. But that's
quartz
what it means to be a
walls,
master
quartz-
in parkour
quartz-
civilization.
a
Parkour
quartz
masters
couch.
are never supposed to fall, no matter how hard the jump is.
Never
So, I
supposed
guess
to
I have
fall.
to do all these glass jumps every time I want to get to the top floor of my house. When I climbed up the ladder, I was in my very own garden. I didn't even know nature like this still existed in parkour civilization, but now I have it in my house. This entire level of civilization was still so crazy to me. I couldn't even believe half of the things I was seeing. Never in my life would I have thought I would have to swim up a waterfall to get to the top floor of my house. I was so amazed by everything around me that I didn't even pay attention to the fact that I was at 2 hearts. If I missed one of these jumps and took fall damage, it might be the end of me. But I'm a master now, so I never miss
Where's the
jumps.
food?
No, I missed
Oh
one
my
parkour
God, he's
jump, and I
actually
took
1 HP
1
now.
heart of damage, leaving me with 1 heart left. I was so focused on buying a house that I didn't even realize I had no food or no regeneration. I was still suffering the consequences from the ambush at the parkour temple. Now that I had time to process the situation, there was no
look
way
at
that
the
person
beautiful
acted
view.
alone. Someone
He's
didn't
got
want
that
me to rank up,
skyscraper
and
view,
whoever
bro.
that is still out there. I didn't know. Maybe it was another parkour master, or maybe it was someone else. All I knew is that I was gonna have to figure out something quick if I
Oh
wanted to
my
survive.
God.
If I missed 1 more jump, my entire journey would be for nothing. So if I was
He's
gonna
running
have
out
any
of,
chance at
hunger.
surviving, I was gonna need
He's
to
gonna
find a
lose the
place to
sprint
get
soon.
food. I went down the parkour highway until I saw a massive building in the distance. I was just hoping that this was a place to get food because I had 4 hunger bars left, and I don't even want to think about what might happen if I lose the ability to sprint. I walked into the building, and so far I didn't see anything that resembled food. All I saw were dispensers and hoppers on the wall. All of the
Dispensers and
dispensers had
hoppers.
different types of parkour items listed above them. Maybe this was a place I could go and get more blocks to build more jumps. Or maybe not. Why don't these machines even work? I'm not getting anything.
Hey, buddy, you're not seriously trying to rob the parkour
Huh?
bank, are you?
Huh?
Parkour bank? I already knew parkour was how people paid each other in
Parkour
parkour
bank.
civilization, but this was different. Someone walked up with a piece of paper and put it into the dispenser. In exchange, they got wood blocks for it. I realized the
Okay.
paper the guy put into the dispenser was something I was already familiar with. It must have been a daily task paper, which means not even being a parkour master can get me out of work. On the other side of the bank, I saw a staircase that was
You're a high-class
definitely too
employee
hard
now.
to do
Okay,
with 1 heart
understandable.
left.
Hey,
You're
man,
a salary
I don't mean
employee.
to assume anything, but the top floor is for people with money. You can come back when you're rich, though.
You can
How
come
does
back
every
when you're
parkour
rich.
master know that this is my first day here? All right, well, I found the bank, but that didn't help me at all. The situation was getting worse as I kept going on. I was now down to 3.5 hunger hunger bars. If
Three
I
and a
didn't get
half
food
hunger
within a few
bars.
minutes, I would lose my sprint, and every 3-block jump that I've been doing would be impossible. Okay, I really hope this place sells food.
Yeah, this is the place for food. You just gotta build your jump.
Oh, this is
You just
it.
gotta
I'm
build
done
your
for.
jump.
I have
Oh my
no
God.
blocks left. I have no way of paying for anything in Parkour Civilization. I'm gonna be the first parkour master in history to starve. How embarrassing is that? Wait a minute. Unless parkour can be used for anything, and that includes bribing parkour pros. Could I bribe a parkour master for food? Would that work? I mean, maybe it could. What the? Where did that
Plot
person
armor.
come
Someone
from?
just died.
Oh my God, she probably fell from all the way up there.
What
well,
the
Oh well, 3 blocks for me. Let's go. I'm
What do you
saved.
mean?
In my entire
much is
time
back
in
to ice
Parkour
work?
Civilization, I've never even seen ice
20
jumps.
cents.
But now wasn't the time to
But
be
he can
scared
do
of
a
jumps.
he
I
can do the
needed food.
360
All right,
ice jumps.
What does 2 3-block ice jumps get me?
Dude, you seriously paid that much?
Wait, what do you mean paid that much? Did I pay a lot? Ice jumps were apparently worth a
Oh
lot in
my
Parkour Civilization
God!
because I
He's
got
rich!
64 golden
Let's
carrots.
go!
Please come back, bro. Anytime.
Let's go. I'm not going to be the first parkour master
Anytime, bro.
in history
Anytime,
to
bro.
starve.
Anytime, please,
Now
please.
I
Hey,
actually
come
have a
to me. I got
chance
you. I
to
hooked
start
you up.
living
I hooked
life
you up.
as a parkour
Holy
master.
shit.
I don't
He
even
just
know
did
what
triple
to do
ice
now.
jump.
Do I
Oh
go to
my
work
God.
or do I get a water
suddenly
bucket?
found myself with a small
Oh yeah,
fortune.
I'm definitely getting a water bucket. I took the parkour highway until I found a different building. Hopefully
Parkour
this would be the
highway,
place where I
Jesus.
could get a water bucket because it didn't really seem like I was a parkour master until I got one. I walked into the building and I saw a giant glass staircase with a small platform on top. And on the floor, it looked like there was some sort of target.
You're here for a water bucket?
Oh, yeah. Is this the place I get one?
You don't just get one. You pay for one with your life. Climb
Oh,
up to
you
the
pay
top
for
of the
one with your
staircase
life.
and grab a water
do you
bucket.
mean your
If you
life?
make it, you keep it.
Of course, I have to risk my life yet again. Getting a water bucket was the only thing different in Parkour Civilization. Usually, you pay for everything with parkour, but not this time. It didn't
Yeah, I'm
matter
getting the
though.
clicks
The fear
again.
of death never stopped me before.
Yes, sir. Somehow he ranked up.
Why?
I don't know. It doesn't
I don't know.
matter.
What?
Maybe he
Try to use
dies
your
from the
keyboard.
water bucket, but if he doesn't, we'll be there to stop him.
I somehow made it to the top of the glass staircase. I can confidently say that stairs are the worst thing about being a parkour master. But right now, stairs were the least of my worries. I opened the chest to see a bunch of water buckets. The only way
Nice.
I'm gonna be able to keep one of these is if I go for the water bucket
First
jump
try?
and make it successfully. If I make it, I'll have the ability to unlock an entirely new level of parkour. And if I don't, well, my entire journey's been for nothing. But that's the way life is in Parkour Civilization. You jump to survive. And I happen to be pretty good at it. Why did I do this to myself? I should have never ranked up. Life as a parkour noob was so much easier. I gotta say, life as a parkour master is awesome. I mean, this is what it's like being at the top of Parkour Civilization.
No way. Did I seriously just catch another master doing a 1-block jump to get to his house?
No, I don't even know how this got here. Okay, now I
No,
have to
I
start
didn't
going
know
to my
it
house
got
the
here.
real way, and that means taking a trip on the parkour staircase. Here in Parkour Civilization, masters should never be seen doing 1-block jumps. If you're caught, you will basically become a laughingstock in Parkour City. I tried keeping the 1-block jump to my house for as long as possible because I was
Emoji water
avoiding
bucket.
getting to my house the real way. And that's because the real way to my house sucks. If I miss even one of these water bucket jumps, it would be game over for me. But everyone up here knows that the best parkour masters never take fall damage. And I
Never
was
take
gonna
fall
be one of the
damage.
best. Please don't let me die. Oh, thank you. All that
Nice.
just to get to my house. But this is the price I paid to become a parkour master.
Can't you,
I
like, build a
defied
pool
death
there?
too many times to count to rank up. And
Doesn't
now,
he
as a
have
master in
another
Parkour
water block down
Civilization,
there?
the only
He can
way
make
to
an
survive
infinite
is
water
by doing
source.
the hardest possible jumps.
Infinite
These
water
were
source.
jumps I could only dream of when I was a parkour noob. But now that I earned my water bucket, I have the ability to become the greatest master in Parkour Civilization. My first days on this level were confusing, but now I feel like I'm starting to get the hang of it. As a parkour pro, I was required to do a daily task
I'm
every
so
single
done
day.
with this guy
But now
saying
as a master,
parkour
I can
jump
choose to
in the
do a
fucking
task
mic,
whenever
bro.
I
You said
want.
it so
Instead
many
of being
times.
paid in practice time, the masters get paid with blocks. As a master, if you want to pay for things, you have to build your own jumps. That means the more blocks you
Wow.
have, the more powerful you are as a master. And
Wow.
right now, I can't make many parkour jumps.
Ain't
so
that
that's
just
why I gotta
poetic?
work.
When you're
Parkour
high
delivery
class,
here.
Go
you don't
ahead.
work for
Alright,
time.
let's hope I can
You
do
work
this
for
job well.
resources.
Hey there, you
Oh my
wanted
god,
some
you work for
parkour bit, right?
capital.
Yeah, that's right. I ordered my new chain couch.
Chain
You can put it
couch?
right
What
over
the
there.
hell?
I can't say I've heard of a chain couch
What
before,
the
but I
hell
guess
is
there's a first
that?
time for everything. Alright.
Alright, nice
I
couch.
built this, right? Is this
He's
what you
gonna
wanted?
die. He's gonna
Oh
die.
yeah, this is a real couch. Maybe
Yeah,
if you
that's a
purchase
real
one day,
couch.
You can afford one of these.
Sure. Well,
I
I
got
hope
my
you enjoy
chain
your
couch.
Oh,
Oh!
no! Bro, am I seriously not gonna get a tip?
Yeah, where's my tip?
Dude,
Where's
that
my
guy
tip,
said he
bro?
was rich
Where's
my
too.
tip?
I could have gotten some ice blocks or
Oh,
something.
shit,
The
fuck.
truth
He didn't
about
pay me,
being
he
a
didn't
parkour
pay me.
master is
Fuck.
that people don't always get along. Not only do you have to survive every single jump, but you have to be ready to defend yourself with parkour.
Whoa, buddy. What do you think you're doing? Everyone knows I'm the guy who sells houses. Go and take a different job.
Wait, what do you mean? My job today is to sell houses. You can't just skip one day? Come
Oh,
on, man. I need
corporate
the money.
competition.
That's it. Parkour battle. You and me right now.
And by defend yourself, I mean being prepared for a random parkour battle at any point. For my first move, I attacked with a 3-block diagonal jump into a 3-block vertical diagonal jump.
Oh.
I thought it was a strong attack, but the parkour master clearly had no problem with it. Now it was his turn to attack, and I was in serious
shit.
trouble. The parkour master built a 3-block
He's got
chain jump.
chains.
Let's
He's
see
too
you try
rich.
to defend against this attack, buddy.
Wait, I don't even have chains to build with.
Oh,
I
no.
can't do
Not
this
enough.
jump.
Then
Not
you have
enough capital.
officially lost the parkour battle, and the selling house job is mine again.
And there it was.
Couldn't
That was
even
my
beat him.
first time losing a
Small bank
parkour
account,
battle.
bitch.
But that's just a
I'm
part of the
lucky.
learning process for being a parkour master. But even though I've learned so much, there's one thing that I've yet to figure out, and that's how to get to the top of the parkour temple. If I make it up there, I could potentially be the parkour champion, but I didn't see a way up. Back when I was a parkour pro, I could see the path on the side of the wall to rank up, but now there's nothing
Interesting,
here.
interesting.
That's because you can't see it. It's said that only the parkour champion knows the way up.
Standing behind me
You
was the
can't see
master
it.
that I beat in my first parkour battle. He was the
You
one
have to
who gave
awaken
me
the
the
eyes,
totem
bro.
of
You have to
undying and
awaken
helped
the
me
eyes.
find the way past the impossible jump. Without his help, I would have never become a parkour master, and I wouldn't even be alive right now.
I knew giving you that totem of undying was a good choice. Now that you ranked up, you have the chance to save all of parkour civilization by becoming the champion.
Save parkour civilization? Wait, what are you talking about? Why do I need to be the one
What
to
is
become the
Buddy
parkour
yapping
champion?
about, bro?
You don't understand. We are at war. We thought all
War?
hope was lost before
What?
you ranked up. You don't understand. People aren't supposed to rank up, but you did it anyways.
People
You
aren't
need
supposed
come
to
with me
rank up.
now.
What is going on? There's a parkour war and somehow I'm supposed to be the champion? Oh, what am I getting myself
must be
into?
the champion.
I should have
You
never
must
ranked
save
up. I was
everyone
happy
here.
in my mansion. The master brought me into the parkour temple and I followed him until he showed me a secret room. When I walked inside, I saw a small scale version of a map of the entire parkour
What?
civilization.
That's the map.
The master said
That's the
he had a
shittiest
mission
map
for
I've
me.
seen in
He
a
told me to
while.
travel as far north as I could and find the highest
Interpretive
parkour
art, my
highway
friend.
there
Or
is.
piece
He
of
told me
carpet
there's
and
a
some
building
enter
there
rods.
that's extremely difficult to get into, but if I could get into it, I could get the truth about parkour
there's one
civilization.
more
He
level.
told me to go at night, and if I succeed,
night.
I might be able to save everyone. It was time. I woke up in the middle of the night. This was a
break that,
stealth
bro.
mission. If everything went according to plan, I would get
Wait,
in
he
and
has
get
a water
out, and
bucket,
no one
right?
would
Can't
see
you
me.
just climb
And
the tower?
Obviously, that's assuming the parkour
You use the
master
water
isn't
bucket and just
leading
go
me
up.
into
No,
a
no.
trap, but for whatever it's worth, I trust him. If he was trying to stop me from ranking up, he wouldn't have given me the totem of undying. That means I can only assume if he wanted me dead, I would have been dead already. But at this point, I wasn't doing it for the parkour master.
does
I
he
was
put a
doing it for
vibe
me.
mood
If
every
there was
single
any
time he
chance
does
I could
anything?
I
figure
know,
out
it's
the
so
truth
Yeah,
the
he
music's
wants
so
it.
annoying.
I was
The
gonna take it.
exposition
All I
and
know
shit.
is someone tried to stop me from ranking up, and this place
Yeah.
might give me answers. I traveled north
Every
like
word he
the
says,
master told me
boom.
to, and all the way at the top,
Every
I
jump,
saw
boom,
the parkour highway I
boom,
needed
boom.
to get to. There was no turning back now. Going up this might be a one-way trip, but if what I was doing
Okay.
actually could save parkour civilization, then someone's got to be
Oh
the
my
one to
God,
do it.
look at that
so
jump.
why not me? Now that I was at the top of the staircase, getting to the parkour highway was a different story. I didn't even know if this jump was possible. Oh, I'm gonna regret this. I backed up to get momentum and I jumped.
Crazy.
No. I thought it was too short, but I made it. Okay, that was way too close. That better be the last time I do something like that. Given that this place I was trying to find wasn't supposed to be found, that probably wouldn't be the case. I kept going on the parkour highway until I saw a building. This one looked different than all of the other buildings in Parkour City, and I had a feeling that it wasn't going to be easy to get to. But that's why the master sent me, the guy who's never failed a jump before. Yeah, let's pretend that's true. The entrance to the building looked like it was guarded by a difficult parkour course. As long as there were no people around, I was just fine with doing parkour. But if people were to show up and challenge me to a parkour battle, well, it's been a good run. This next jump was a 4-block jump. I don't think I've ever done a 4-block jump straight up before, but the master said that this mission would be difficult, and if there's someone to do it, it was gonna be me. I got momentum, and I made a 4-block jump.
Ice?
4-block jump down, and now,
No way.
oh my god, what
This
is
is a
this?
5
I stood
block
on a
ice jump?
path of ice blocks, and at the
Has
end,
to be an ice
there was
block
a jump
sprint
way
jump.
too far to even comprehend. This could have been a 5, no,
What?
6-block jump. I couldn't believe it. I
6
tried
block
looking around
jump!
for barrier
6
blocks.
blocks!
Maybe there was
He
a
has to
secret
use the
path
speed.
to
He has
this
to
as well,
spam the
but
space
I
bar.
found nothing. Somehow, I
Or
was gonna
water
have to
bucket.
make this jump.
Yeah.
And I think I had an idea of how I might be able to do it. Okay, well,
bucket,
I
get
get
on
one chance
top
at
of
this.
this, you
Oh
know?
man, if only I was rich enough to buy ice blocks to practice.
Oh
I do
my
not
god!
Make it,
There
make
must
it.
be a parkour god looking out for me. Okay,
The
back to
parkour
secret
god looks
mission.
over you.
Now, I was just hoping I didn't walk into
What
an
is
ambush.
that?
I walked inside and I saw a giant hole in the floor
Huh?
with some parkour jumps up top. I was
Don't worry
thankful
about it.
that I didn't see anyone waiting for me. And what I
There's
wasn't
nobody
thankful
here.
for was this glass pane staircase. Oh man, why do they have to make staircases so complicated in Parkour Civilization? This was supposed to be a stealth mission, but the staircase is making it really hard for that to be possible. After too long, I made it up the staircase into the top floor. I looked around but didn't see anyone. All I saw was some weird pedestal in the middle and some giant screen. What is this thing? This looks so...
Just
What
amethyst.
Look, I told you it was possible.
No
Flashback,
way.
more,
That was
more.
actually incredible. All right, well, I got my money's worth.
Let's go. I got paid for
Why are
parkour.
we
If
getting
you
a
want,
flashback?
I can keep making more parkour for you to do, and I'll pay you for it.
Because
Whoa,
he
what
was the
just
creator
happened?
of Parkour
How
Civilization.
did I see that vision? That's
What?
my memory, isn't it? That's Siwat. I've lived that before. What is going on?
So if you
I
s-
walked over to the screen
so
and
that
opened the
altar-
book on the desk. It said "Enter user."
That altar
well,
gives
I
you
was here for
memories back?
information, wasn't I? Might as well see what this
He
does.
put his name
I
in?
put my name into the book and put it back on the
Rank
desk, and
noob?
text appeared on the
Rank
screen.
noob.
What?
Noob. Wait,
Was
how?
he a
I'm a master
master?
though. But before I could think any further, someone appeared right behind me.
What?
Before they saw me,
Akatsuki!
I ran and hid
Akatsuki!
behind the bush. Oh no, this is not good. This is
It's
not
not
good.
Akatsuki!
Oh,
Run!
man. Going into work late today, I guess. Or
Is that
early,
Wait, is
maybe.
that
I don't
that's
know.
the guy? That's
So
the guy
far, the
in
person
his
didn't
dreams,
see me,
no?
but that's when someone else came into the room.
Who?
It was Siwat.
The guy-
I
the
know him,
flashbacks.
don't I? He's from my
Siwat?
memory. I saw him walk
Yeah,
up to
that
the
guy.
desk and start putting something in the book. And the player that was on the pedestal started moving. I watched as this player with no boots walked up to a parkour jump and failed the one-block jump.
And we got another noob. Good. We needed more of those.
What?
is going
Wait,
on
this is
here?
where
You can
noobs
come
are
out from
born.
behind that bush, you know.
Oh no, this is not
Oh,
good.
no, he
Okay,
knows.
time to improvise.
I mean, bro, the bush is see-through. You really thought that was
Bush
gonna
is
work?
see-through, bro.
Okay, can you just tell me what's going on? Why did I see you when I stepped on that pedestal? We know each other. That's our memory.
Nope. That's just what every new person sees. It's a fake
What?
memory
A
to make
fake
you
memory?
think that parkour is how you succeed in life. I mean, why else would people parkour?
False
if it wasn't for
education in
money
the
or
poor
social
class?
status?
What?
So it was all just a lie? I don't get it. What is this for? These 3 jumps. That new player just fell through on the first one. What happened to him? Siwat explained that these 3 jumps decide whether a new player becomes a noob, a pro, or a master. These 3 jumps right when you join Parkour Civilization
oh
decide
my
your
God.
entire fate? How is that fair?
It's not about fair. It's about order.
Order.
If you can't
Oh.
parkour, you deserve to be at the bottom.
This is so messed up. This is so messed up. How is this happening? I
You
can't
were
let this
born in
keep
a poor
going on. I
society.
have to find a way
You
to
deserve
solve
it.
this.
Born
Okay,
less
if I
than.
can attack
You
him
were
with a
born
parkour jump, he
lesser.
has no choice but to battle me. I have to do an attack that he'll never be able to do.
Huh?
It's time to go for
The
the
360
720.
Huh?
I wouldn't do that if I were
720.
you.
I looked over and see what already had an attack built.
What
It
the
was
hell
with
is that
handles.
shit?
Yep, candle jump. One attack from this and it does 10 hearts. And
10
that's a good night
hearts?
for you.
10 hearts.
I was finished. I couldn't attack. I couldn't do anything. I was defenseless. So what happens now?
Despite my best efforts to get rid of you, I couldn't do it, so someone else will.
Siwat placed down a parkour jump made out of brewing stands. I've never even heard of parkour with brewing stands before.
Interesting thing about brewing stand jumps, they aren't just difficult, but they can deal any potion effect you want.
This was it. I
They
had
can
no
deal
broom stance
potion
to
effects?
defend myself. I took the hit and slowly started fading
Oh,
away.
shit.
Have fun with the champion in the arena.
Oh.
No pressure at all. Just 1 minute before I fight the parkour
He's-
champion.
he's low on
Alright, I'm gonna
resources,
take
bro.
32 blocks.
He doesn't have all these cool
I really
blocks
just hope there's a
to make
chance that the
courses
greatest
with.
player in
It's
Parkour
racist.
Civilization
It's
doesn't know how to
unfair.
do a
Unfair,
360.
bro.
I was
Or
now
say
getting
poor.
ready to
Fuck.
fight the parkour champion in the arena. The worst
hell is
part
a
was
parkour
is that I was
champion?
only allowed to bring in 64 blocks
He's gonna
to
fight the
with.
champion
I had
now?
no
The
clue
diamond-
what the
the
parkour
diamond-
champion was gonna
the
attack
diamond
me
guy?
with, so I decided to take some of every block. This was life or death. If
Flower
by some
pots?
miracle I could defend the parkour champion's attacks, I would have to use these blocks to build
Candles.
the hardest parkour jumps I've ever done. I wanted to believe that I
got
could
4 of
win,
all.
but deep down I knew that this could very well be the end of my journey.
Before you step into the arena, drop all of your blocks. I need to count if you're bringing 64.
These are the blocks
Oh,
I'm
you can only
bringing.
bring
It should add
64.
up to 64.
You're good. You may now fight the parkour champion.
The
This
champion.
was it. One way or another, this would be my final
The
battle in
final
Parkour Civilization.
countdown.
The door opened and I stepped into the parkour arena. It was time
Dream
to fight.
Minecraft?
If I somehow beat the
Somehow who's the,
parkour
champion, though?
maybe I have
Is
a
it
way
Dream?
to save
Is it Dream
everyone
was
in
taken?
Parkour Civilization. But if I lose, which
former
let's be honest here,
parkour
is very
champion?
much possible, well, let's just say I should have died a
Is he
long
the
time
PvP
ago.
champion?
I thought the parkour civilization
both.
I was living in was fair,
thought
and a
Technoboy
place
beat him
where
at one
everyone
point.
could parkour
Techno
to
beat him
rank
in the
up
Dream one,
society.
yeah.
But
Yeah,
I was
right.
wrong. I discovered
But
the truth.
but
that
only
your entire
only
fate
Dream
is
has been the
decided by 3
MCC,
jumps.
the
And there
Minecraft
are people
Championship,
at the top of parkour civilization that will
parkour-
stop at nothing to
the
keep
Parkour
this
Championship.
order.
He
Unfortunately,
beat it
like
I
3
couldn't
times.
discover the truth without paying the price.
When
And
other
now
people
there's
couldn't even
nothing
fucking
I can
finish it.
do.
Have fun with the
Oh,
champion in
Technoboy
the
has
arena.
cancer, alright?
And now it's time
He's
to
dead!
fight the
What do you mean he has
champion.
cancer? He's
What?
fucking
You're
dead.
not the champion.
Yeah, I'm
Who are
saying he
you?
had cancer
You're a
during this,
pro.
so
What are
he-
you
Okay,
doing?
got
I
it, got
thought
it,
I was
got it.
fighting
Nerfed
the
it.
champion.
You're right.
Oh,
Take the
yeah,
blame with
you
her.
have to
He still
fight
won
me
3 times.
first. Please
Yeah.
just go easy on me, though. It's my first time here.
Okay, I guess I'm not fighting the champion first. I have to fight a parkour pro? This is
What the
really
hell is
weird.
that?
I've never even fought a pro. What jumps can they even do? I forgot. For my first attack, I attacked with a 3-block vertical jump.
block
I
vert-
didn't want to do anything too crazy on my first attack because if I missed and let him get the chance to attack, I run the risk of taking damage. But
Boom.
fortunately, it seemed like this fight was going to be easier than I thought
Oh, this
until
guy's
something
ass.
happened. The blocks
He's
that I
ass,
used
bro.
for my attack all disappeared.
Oh,
In the
no, you gotta
parkour
choose-
arena, if
you gotta
place
choose them
blocks,
right.
you will never get them back. And now I realized why I was fighting a parkour pro. It was genius, actually. If I wasted all of my blocks before getting to
360,
the
360,
champion,
one
I would
block,
have
just do a
no
360.
fighting
Come on.
chance.
Your
Hey,
signature move,
quick
the 360.
question. The people who put you here, what did they say you were here for?
Oh, yeah, they said I would be warming up the crowd, you know,
Warming
for
up
like
the
the fight.
crowd.
Wow.
Warming up the crowd.
What crowd?
You know there's literally no one
Boom.
watching, right?
Yeah, I know. Please just get this over with.
Oh god, I'm a terrible person. Man, this
Oh,
is
man,
the
just
weirdest
end me,
parkour
man.
battle
Just end
ever.
it.
I'm
For
here
my
to
second
die.
attack, I built a 4-block jump. And of course, it was successful once again. But at this point, I wasn't worried about winning. I was worried about the blocks I was losing for every attack. There was no way I could afford to use more than 2 blocks for an attack. At least not in this fight. For the final attack,
backwards
I
jump.
did a backwards jump.
Did you just go backwards?
This is not going to be pretty. Oh, shoot! Oh, that was not how I thought it was going to
He
turn
jumped
out.
the
It's
wrong
so
way.
unfortunate that I essentially
Oh.
wasted
Oh,
2 blocks
yeah,
on that
that
jump
is hell,
since he
that is
didn't even
hell.
try it, but at least I
I'm
survived the first
unlucky,
parkour
bro.
battle without
Unlucky.
taking any damage. So now what happens?
Jumped
Do
the
I
wrong
fight
way.
The champion? I stood there on the platform not knowing what to do until I saw someone jumping towards me. All right, this is it.
The
This is the
parkour.
battle for life or death. Let's get this
Master
over with.
versus
So,
master.
you must be the champion, right?
Me? The champion? You're joking, right? Look at my boots. I'm a master. Do these look diamond to you?
Okay, well, I don't know. I thought I was
Dumbass.
fighting the champion. So when does
Dumbass.
that happen?
You still have 2 more people to go through if you want to see the champion,
more?
but you're not making it past me. Let's go. Start the battle.
This is not good. I have to win
Oh,
2 more
shit.
parkour battles if
Come
I
on,
want to even
come on, you
see
beat the previous
champion.
master
It
with
was
the
clear
360
that
no
the
scopes.
odds were stacked against me, but that wasn't going to stop me from trying. Now, I was fighting against a master. This means I couldn't hold back with my attacks. I was going to have to attack with harder jumps. I decided this was a good time to use one of my stairs. For my first attack, I did a 4-block diagonal stair
Oh,
jump, but I
4-block
was in
diagonal.
trouble. Even for myself, I knew the attack was too easy.
That's what you're attacking me with?
I was getting ready for the master to easily defend my attack, but by some miracle, he failed it.
What?
The master didn't know, but I realized he built the jump wrong. He tried doing a harder jump than my attack. I got lucky with
dumbass.
that first
He did it
attack, but that
backwards.
wasn't going to happen again. I needed to do harder jumps. I used 2 more of my stairs to build another 4-block diagonal jump. If I make this, I would
4-block
only need
diagonal
1
stair jump.
more attack to win the
Bow, bow, bow,
battle,
bow.
but I missed. I came so
No.
close, but I didn't land
No.
on the stair.
Wasted another 2 stairs, I see. Even if you do beat me, you'll have no blocks to fight the champion with.
The master was right. I
What
was
is this
running out of
unfair
blocks
fight?
quickly. I only had 1 stair left, and I
is
wasn't
it,
even
fucking
done
Putin?
with my second battle. I watched as the
Vladimir
master
Putin
built
himself?
his first
What
attack.
the
I was
hell
gonna
are
have
you
to
yapping
defend
about?
myself against a 4-block ice jump.
Go on.
You gotta
Use
fight my
some of
entire
your
army
ice blocks.
before you
I'm
face
sure you
me.
don't have that many of them.
He was right. I only had 4 ice blocks with me. Even the
isn't a
best case
1v1,
scenario
it's
where
a
I defend
1v1.
this attack,
1v1,
I only have
1v1,
2 ice
1v1.
blocks
You gotta
left.
fight his
I
entire
I went
army.
for the jump,
There's another
and I
one.
almost slid off, but I stayed on.
Sovereign politics.
Oh, that was too close. Okay. It was now my turn to attack, but this battle was taking too long. I knew what the master was doing. He was trying to make me waste all of my blocks, but there was no way I could let that happen, which means I could only do one thing. I needed to build an attack that would end this battle right now.
End
and
this
I knew
man.
just the way to do
End
it.
this
In a
man.
parkour
This
battle,
noob.
the harder the attack is, the more damage it does.
The more
And
damage
I was
it does.
about to attack with one of the hardest parkour combos I've ever done.
hardest
All right,
parkour
4-block
combos?
jump into a 2-block.
What the hell?
Let's do
Double,
this.
triple
I
block
attacked
into
with a
double.
4-block
360.
jump
Oh,
into a
shit.
360.
Oh my
and I
god,
made it.
into a 360
Let's
one
go,
block.
I actually made it. That was the craziest parkour combo I've ever done.
Good luck.
All right, buddy, your turn. 4-block jump into a 2-block 360.
This is
Block into a
impossible.
2
I
block
watched as the
360.
parkour master attempted the combo
He
and
failed.
and the damage was was enough to win the parkour
Insta-kill!
battle. It worked. That parkour combo that I did may have just saved my life, at least for now. If that master was telling the truth, I still have to win one more battle if I want to fight the champion. There was nothing else I could do. I tried looking around for a way to escape, but there was nowhere I could go. The only way out of this arena is to continue fighting. From across the arena, the path opened up and my third opponent jumped towards me.
evbo, you've come so far. But this
Who's
is as
the
far as you
master?
go.
Who's
I'm
the
afraid you
master?
won't make it past me to fight the champion.
He's fighting
Let's
everyone
begin.
except the
Okay,
champion.
let's do this. It's just
What
another
the hell?
master. I just beat one before, and I can do it again.
I can
If
do it
finish
again.
This
Full
battle
HP.
With a couple
Come on.
parkour combos, I might have enough blocks to fight the champion. For my first attack, I decided to build 2 4-block jumps.
Two
I
4
thought
blocks?
this combo would be
Oh.
hard, but I had no clue who I was facing.
Oh,
the
no.
master made the jumps
He's a higher
easily,
class
and my
master,
attack
bro.
was
He's a higher
unsuccessful.
class.
Now I was in
Classes
huge
to
trouble.
these?
Unlike all the other
Oh,
people
what
I
is this
faced
shit?
in parkour battles,
my God.
this master was not afraid
Fence-
to attack
fence
with
and
his
trapdoor.
own parkour
What the-
combos. And
Boom, boom,
unfortunately
boom.
for me, his was much harder than mine. The second jump in the combo was a jump that I didn't think would be possible. It was too far, but I had to try. My life depended on this. I
Boom,
went to
boom.
defend the attack.
He did it.
But I overjumped it.
No.
The attack dealt 5
That counts as
hearts of damage.
overjumping?
Oh, this
He
is
landed
not good.
it.
This is really not good. I
you
managed
have to
to
stay
gain
on.
back 2 hearts, but my hunger was lost. This was it. No more second chances. No more regenerating health. I had to make these jumps.
No
the
hunger.
parkour master attacked with an even harder combo, this time using 2 chains
Chain,
and
ice,
an ice
chain.
block. But by some miracle, I made it.
Two
Oh man,
chains.
how did I just do that? This master was too good. No matter what jump I thought of, I knew he could make it. That's why I was gonna have to do something that's never been done in the history of parkour battles. And I was gonna have to do this first try. Finish it off with the 3-block candle jump. and
3-block candle
Let's
jump?
go. I'm probably gonna die. Let's do this. Flower pot jump to chain to backwards
oh,
jump to
backwards.
360 fence
360
jump,
fence
diagonal chain
jump.
to
Oh
the
my
channel.
God! Oh my God!
I did it. I just made the hardest parkour combo
He made an
in the
insta-kill
world.
combo!
evbo, the champion tasked me with making sure you don't rank up, but I now realize that's not possible. Your parkour is beyond me. You
Your
have my
parkour is
respects.
beyond
Good
me.
luck against the champion.
He killed
I could say
himself!
anything, the master gave up and just jumped off.
It's
I
like
won
you can
the
miss a
third
poke
battle,
when you like
which
you
means
lose your
now
honor, you
I
know?
only
Yeah,
have
he
to
lost.
battle the
Yeah,
champion.
did you see
And
that
the
shit what he
champion
did?
Is the one that
He did
tried
the
to
fucking
stop me
4-jump
from ranking up
combo.
this entire time.
Knock back, pregnant your way
Who
foot.
the hell is this?
All of this
Uh-oh.
parkour just to die by the champion.
This was it.
What,
Standing
the
in front of
warden's
me was
helmet?
the champion of parkour civilization.
Yeah, look.
Put up a good fight, I'll give you that. But this ends here.
I watched as the parkour champion built his first attack, and it was a 5-block
The
jump.
You
5-block
beat me in this
jump.
battle, You
Is he gonna start
become the
flying?
parkour champion, and you
He's
will be
cheating.
the one that makes
He's
the
cheating.
rules.
He's
But
got
this
speed
is
hacks.
my parkour civilization, and
What?
I
What?
never
What?
Barrier.
lose.
There has to be a barrier.
Made
Run
the
that shit back.
5-block
Run that shit back. I
It's
saw
not
him land on
possible.
it.
It's just not. I
Run that shit back.
I can't do it.
He placed
This
the
was
barrier.
it.
Skill
This
that,
was
skill
the
that,
end.
skill that.
There was no second chance, no backup I could call for, nothing to get me out of this. I lost, and I won't be the one to save parkour civilization.
He's shaking.
That-
What?
Huh?
I opened my eyes, and I was in a place
noob?
that I knew all
He's
too
in the
well.
noob
I
world?
was down at the bottom.
He was
I
just
in the
executed without
parkour
trying?
temple at the noob level of parkour civilization. I opened my inventory, and I had leather boots on. After the battle with the
No!
champion, I
He
am
instant
now a
died.
noob
What?
again.
He didn't even
I
get a try.
let everyone down. I was supposed to be the one to save parkour civilization, and I couldn't do it. And now the champion gets what he wants. No one can ever rank up ever again. No one's
No.
free. People risked their lives because they trusted me to help them, and I failed. And it was all for nothing. Now I'm just at the bottom again. I don't even have sprint. I can't even do more than a 2-block jump. It's over, right? The old man gave me the last ticket to rank
No.
up, and even
Anime
if I did,
darkness
what's the
scene.
point? The only
Oh.
way I could save people is by becoming
He's
the
losing
champion,
hope.
and he's impossible to beat. Well, it's out of my hands now. There's nothing to do. I mean, maybe I just go back to parkour prison. At least there I could get fed some better food. Rather have fish than raw chicken.
Down at the bottom again,
Who
are
the hell
we?
is this?
What?
What?
Maybe I was wrong about
Netherite
you.
boots?
Netherite.
Netherite
Wrong
boots.
about me. Wait.
And his
who
mic
are
is
Something
10x
tells
louder.
me you already know the answer.
The strange man turned
What is this
around and
bass
he was
boosted
wearing
mic, bro?
Netherite boots?
Netherite.
Oh, I do not want to do that again. There must be a parkour god looking out for me.
Parkour god?
You're the parkour
Why is he
god,
looking like
but
a
you were
homeless man?
just a myth. Is this all of your doing?
He looks
The
so
parkour
homeless.
civilization I created was never intended to divide people, but the new champion had
He's the
different
god?
plans.
And you wanted me to stop the champion, and I couldn't. I'm sorry you put your trust in me. I thought I was good enough. I thought I could do it.
You seem like all hope is lost.
I mean, I can't do anything. I'm back at the noob level. I can't get a ticket anymore. I can't even sprint. What good is a 1-block jump gonna do against the parkour champion?
As long as you can parkour, there is always a way.
The parkour god dropped a pair of boots on the ground and jumped away. What is going on? I jumped
God's
over
giving
and
him
grabbed
hacks?
the boots
Why?
that the parkour god left. These were no ordinary boots.
Right?
These were diamond.
Yeah,
Only the
but
parkour
how they're gonna
champion
help him?
wears these. And now
He's stuck down
I
here.
have them. I threw away my leather boots and I put on the champion
maybe he gets
boots.
fly hacks or some
Immediately, my hunger bar returned to full.
He
and
does
I
get
could see
hacks.
above
He
into
gets
the
hacks. He
upper
gets
layers.
hacks.
Oh my god, this is
He actually
crazy.
gets hacks.
What is
Wait,
going
what?
on? What is going
got
on?
full
I don't
hunger
know
and
where
can see
the
through.
parkour god got these boots from, or why he would trust me with them, but it didn't matter.
He's here
This
skipping
was
blocks.
my second chance.
Oh,
I don't know
just
how
all
I'm
of a
gonna get
sudden.
back up
Oh,
to
the
the
music,
top,
the
but
music.
I'm gonna find a way.
Oh.
Everyone's life depends on this, and that's why I'm gonna be the one to save
I'm gonna
parkour
do it.
civilization. Parkour civilization was in
Okay,
danger.
that's-
I thought people could parkour
Oh my
their
god,
way up to a
recap.
better life,
Oh
but
my
I
god,
realized
my
it was all
god,
just a
anime
lie. The
recap.
truth is that the parkour champion controls
I swear, if he
everyone
puts
and
that filler
everything.
episode of
I
Kevin at
thought
his
I
house
could
or
be the
some shit,
one
I'm
to
gonna
put
end
an
it.
end to
He's
it
gonna
and
do a
save
slice of life
everyone, but I
filler
failed.
episode.
Luckily
I
for
wanna go to
me,
the beach.
second chance
I know I'm
gonna
comes
beach.
quite often, and
This
I
is the
still
beach
have
episode.
one more shot
If
at
he
saving
introduces a
parkour
waifu, oh my
civilization.
days, it's
The only
over.
way I can
Oh
put
my
an end to
God,
all this
bro.
is if I beat the
Helping my
parkour
neighbors
champion,
episode.
and that means I have to get back up to the arena somehow. And that was
Alright,
gonna
how
be
does he
harder
get through
than
the
I thought.
barriers?
I had diamond boots on, meaning the barriers to the parkour temple shouldn't be here, but they were, and I had no way up. That means somehow I was gonna have to get a ticket. Oh, this is not good. I can't even earn a ticket myself, meaning the only way I'm gonna get one is if some other noob has one. But even if I
gotta
got
rob
one
a kid.
and the
Yeah, you
noob
just
hasn't
rob him,
used their
yeah.
ticket already, I couldn't find anyone. I was beginning to think that there were no noobs left, and they were all
Hey,
in prison
you there.
until I finally found one still standing.
I'm the
I
parkour
asked
champion.
The noob if there was any chance he had a ticket or even knew someone with a ticket so I could get into the temple. But he said that pros don't come down here anymore and do ticket challenges. It's now impossible
It's
for
not just
parkour
impossible.
noobs to rank up at all. This has to be the champions.
They've
doing it.
solidified
If
the
pros
homeless.
Don't come down
What
here
is
at
this
all. The
society
noobs
we
have
live
no
in?
way of getting
They've
food.
made the
That
poor
means
permanently
if
poor.
I don't get up in time and beat the champion, everyone down here will die. There has to be a way I can get past these barriers. I mean, the parkour god wouldn't have given me
God?
champion boots for nothing.
God, is that
right?
you?
And
Why'd
that's
you
when I
do this to
remembered
me?
I
Why'd you
had
do this to me?
champion boots on now.
How did
These
he do it
boots
now?
were meant for the
Well,
person
there has
that
to be
rules
hacks.
parkour civilization. And
Does he
that's
get
when
a
I
jump
thought
boost?
back to what the champion said.
If you beat me in this battle, you become the parkour champion, and you could be the one that makes
Oh,
the
he
rules.
makes the rules now?
If the parkour
makes the
champion
rules.
makes the rules, they had to be the one to place the barriers, right? Which means if someone placed them, someone can get rid of them.
He's
It
gonna
was a
punch
shot
them.
in the dark, but I
Dun, dun,
thought
dun,
I'd at
dun,
least
dun.
try.
Break,
Oh,
break,
this
break,
is
break,
pointless.
break,
This
break,
is not
break.
gonna
Come on,
work.
come on, come on.
Wait, what?
Boom.
It broke.
With
I
his
couldn't
pants?
believe it, but there
The
it was. I
barrier?
was
He
staring
is
at a
God.
hole in the barriers. This is insane.
Hand
I can
of
break
God.
barriers now? Ah, thank you,
The hell is
parkour
this?
god. Let's go.
Hand
I
of
got
God,
rid of
bro.
more of the barriers until there was a
do you mean hand
space
of
big
God?
enough. to
Hand of
jump through.
God.
All right, let me make
Breaking
sure I'm not hitting my
netherrack.
head on any of
Not
these.
netherrack,
And now
bedrock.
it's time to go
Oops.
save everyone. I did it. I was now inside the parkour temple, and I was one step closer to getting back up to the top. Now that I was in the temple,
He
it was
makes the
time to start
rules.
actually coming up with a plan. I was gonna have to find a way to somehow get back into the arena and fight the champion. And even if I do manage to do that, I still have to worry about beating him.
There
which
was
is
the
a
back
whole
door
nother
here the
story.
entire
My rough
time.
draft of a plan involved
don't worry
grabbing
about it.
blocks, and I thought I could get some here, but the chests were empty. Those chests were usually filled with blocks for the pros to do their daily tasks, but someone got rid of all of them. My idea of getting blocks was already off to a bad start, but I had a backup plan for where I could go to get more. I made it back up to the second layer of parkour civilization, but now was no time to celebrate. I still had
gotta go
such a
back up
long
the
way to
master
go
level.
to get up to the third layer, and time was running out. I made my way over to the place where I could get all
Come
the
on.
blocks I needed.
Come
The
on.
parkour training grounds should have thousands
Doesn't
of
matter.
blocks
I
could
break those
use.
barriers.
The last time I was in here, I was training to rank up to become a master, but something was off. The course I built to practice to rank up was still here. This doesn't make sense. Have all of the pros just been practicing this course I built? But that's when my situation just got a whole lot worse. No,
Wait,
come on,
I
they can't
got
be
you,
empty.
hold on, I
Why
got
are they
you, wait.
empty? All of
Yeah,
these
you got me,
chests
you got me.
should have been filled with
Oh!
blocks to build parkour jumps, but they were
It's
all
empty.
empty. Okay,
It's
this
empty.
is not good. This is really
empty.
not
It's all
good.
empty.
Something strange was going on, and
Something
I needed
strange?
to find some
Boom.
answers. I took a trip back to where I used to live when I was a parkour pro. If there was anyone I could trust to talk to, it would be my neighbor. And that was assuming he was still alive. I found the house where
Is
my
he
neighbor
alive?
used to live, and thankfully, parkour
Boom.
civilization hadn't claimed him just yet.
Evbo,
Evbo!
you're
This
alive,
guy.
and you're the parkour champion.
You're the champion?
I'm not Really? The champion? I mean, I guess technically I am. I don't know. It's a long story. I asked my neighbor what was going on, and he said everything has changed. He said that parkour pros aren't allowed to go down to the noob level anymore, and some masters came down and took every block, and they can't even practice anymore. This was it. This was truly the end of parkour.
The masters robbed the middle class?
The noobs
That's crazy.
Now the pros are, and soon it might even be the masters. One by one, the parkour champion is taking away the free will of everyone.
Taking away the free will of everyone.
There will be no
corporate greed, my friends.
All right, no
corporate
pressure.
greed.
The fate of the world is in my hands, and now I have to speedrun one of the hardest parkour courses there is.
All right,
Unlike getting up to the pro level, there was no easy way up to the master level. If you wanted to get back, you had to do the course.
Jump,
Even though
invisible
I made
block.
This course before, this
invisible
was
block
different.
again.
Time was running out, meaning I couldn't waste any taking this parkour course slow.
Slime
and
jump.
I can't afford to miss a single jump because if
Nah.
I do, well, then I guess the parkour god trusted the wrong person. Luckily, I made the course, and I was now at the master level. And now I was at one part of my master plan, which, well, has not been going to plan at all. If I don't get these gold boots, okay, thank you. Finally, something goes according to my plan. I didn't know if I would still get master boots if I had champion boots on, but luckily, I got an extra pair. Now that I was on the master level, I had to blend in.
Espionage, boy!
If they saw me with champion boots
I'm a double
on,
agent.
That's attention that I definitely do not want right now.
Don't worry,
At least
don't worry.
With the gold boots on, the people working.
He's
for the
gonna pull it
champion
out last
might not
second to
recognize
surprise
me.
somebody.
Now was the next part of my plan. If I have any shot at all of getting back into the arena, I was gonna need the parkour master that saved my life. But when I went into the secret room in the parkour temple, he was nowhere to be found. Of course, I knew it was too good to be true to have two things in my plan go smoothly. Now I gotta improvise. Now I had to figure out where the parkour master lived, and I had no way of knowing which house he had. The only thing I could do is sit and wait for him to show up. But if I stayed down here, I run the risk of the masters on the champion's side finding me. I needed somewhere that would at least buy me a little more time, and the only place I thought of was to wait at the very top of the parkour staircase. At least here, I won't be
standing
seen that
here.
easily, but if I had to
He's
get
like
down fast,
Batman.
I had no water.
Standing at the
to save
very
me.
top.
I realized I was standing so
At the
close
very
to
up
the
here,
barrier
just
between
looking
the
over
master
him.
and the champion levels, and now I have champion boots, meaning if I put these on,
Oh, he can see.
I'd be able to see what life is like at the champion level. But before I could put
What's
them
above
on,
there?
I saw the parkour master I was looking for. Now this is the part I was
went
not
out of
looking
render
forward
distance.
to. The only way I can follow the parkour
Ugh.
master is by taking fall damage.
No, he
And I'm
doesn't
just
have
hoping
one.
that the drop to his house isn't too far, and of course it's a 50 block drop. I'm never
50
surviving
block
that.
drop.
Oh man,
Oh,
I have
right
an
there,
idea,
right there.
and I don't like it.
That corner?
Yep, this is officially the worst idea I've ever had.
Come on,
Okay,
half
no
health.
more thinking.
Backwards,
Let's just do
360,
this. I
720,
got
come on.
momentum and I jumped.
Ah!
I thought it was too short, but I made it.
Oh!
Oh, that was so crazy. I know the parkour god does not like
I've
me for that
infiltrated
one.
his
Even though
house,
I
sir.
barely survived. I found the
Sir,
parkour
we're in.
master without being caught.
Sup,
And
bro?
now it was time to carry
What?
out my plan to save
gonna
parkour
assassinate him? What's he
civilization.
gonna
I
do?
told the master everything that
Outparkour him?
happened, and I showed him that I had champion boots. I told
I'm
him
the
that if I was
champion
gonna
now.
beat the champion, I would need his help.
I can't believe you survived and you met the parkour god. We can actually save everyone. Just tell me what I need to do and I'll do
What do
it.
I need to
I
do?
had the master give me some blocks, and I told him to wait here for the next
is
part of
man
my
on the
plan.
inside.
If everything
Yeah, you
goes
got an
right,
inside
I
man. You
should
got
have
friends now.
everything I need
Friends
to
power
get
up.
back into the arena and defeat the parkour champion. But that's assuming everything goes right, and so far, it hasn't worked out that way. I jumped over to the parkour bank. To get back into the
Parkour
arena,
bank.
I was gonna need more difficult blocks to build parkour with,
Got it.
and I think I know how to get some.
Hey man, I don't mean to assume anything, but the top floor is for people with money. You can come back when you're rich though.
Upstairs must be
He's
the
rich
place
now.
where the
He's
bank
got
takes
16
their
blocks.
harder blocks.
That's very rich.
Sir, you're not allowed to go up
Sir,
there.
sir,
Man, shut up.
Got a bank to rob.
Oh,
Okay,
I'm
never
robbing
mind.
the bank.
I was
I'm
expecting
robbing the
there to be
bank.
places where I
That's
could
employees
buy
only, sir.
flower pots and
Doesn't matter.
candles,
I'm
but
robbing him.
instead, there was just a massive box with a door.
Sir, this is a private vault
Sir.
for one of our most valuable customers. You have to leave immediately.
Show him the shoes. Show him the
Private
shoes.
vault? I guess that might work.
You're not getting into this vault. No amount of money could make me open this door.
No amount of money? Man, this guy clearly has never heard of one of my bribes
no.
before.
Oh,
Just
Oh.
stop. It's not even
Oh.
worth it. What?
When you say you open the door
The
now,
360.
I take it you don't see a backwards 360 too often.
Okay, well,
Oh,
I have to
now
let
we
you
got
in
it.
now.
We have
Let's
to,
go.
right?
I have to let you in now.
Just don't take anything.
Don't
Yeah,
take anything.
I'm definitely
don't take
not
anything,
listening to that. I started looking around the vault for
empty.
anything I could use, but most of the chests were empty until I finally stumbled upon a water bucket. Okay, I need blocks, but I guess I'll take this. I don't get it. Whoever owns this vault is
Chainmail?
supposedly rich, and the only thing I
Chainmail
found is
boots?
a water bucket. And 16
What the
blocks,
hell
never
chain
mind.
mail boots
I thought
do?
this vault
What
was
does
a
chain
dead
mail
end
boots?
until it wasn't. In
There it
last
is, the
barrel,
brewing
I
stand.
found 16 brewing
The
stands.
champion used
Now,
that. The
my
champion
plan
used
could
that.
actually
Buff
work.
technique,
It was
yeah.
time to go defeat the parkour champion.
Sir, I just wanted to let you know someone got into your vault.
You're the
Unlucky.
only one who has access to it,
Yeah,
so
unlucky, bro. I
explain to
don't
me
know.
how that happened.
I mean, I'm sorry, sir, but he bribed me with a backwards 360. I had to.
A backwards 360?
Backwards 360?
There's no one that can do a... No.
No way.
No, how is
No
this
way.
possible?
You know, someone told me something interesting about brewing stand jumps. They're not just difficult, but they can deal any potion effect you want.
No,
That's
I'm
why
gonna
I
deal
wish
damage
you
to
the best
you.
of luck in this
Boom,
parkour
boom,
battle, because
boom.
if you don't make this jump, you're getting the slowness
You're getting
effect.
Slowness
I watched
effect.
as Siwat tried to defend my attack, but he failed.
No.
All right, now it's time for some answers. I need you to tell me how to
Siwat,
beat the
open up.
parkour champion.
You're crazy if you think I'm telling you that.
Yep, I thought you might say that. Let's see,
Uh-oh.
3 block.
Uh-oh,
Oh, that's
he's gonna
plenty.
kill him. He's
All
gonna
right,
kill
one
him.
more chance to tell me, unless you want to defend another one of my attacks.
I think I can handle a 3 block.
All right,
A
man.
backwards
you sure about it?
Jump with slowness,
backwards
be my guest.
360.
I'm just
He's
gonna
got
let
slowness,
you
he's
know
got
now that it's not
slowness.
possible. So in a couple jumps, you'll lose everything.
Okay, wait, don't.
Wait,
I'll
wait,
tell
please,
you.
please, please.
I like
I
my
have a
life
family, I
here.
have a family.
Well, that was easy.
I can't believe I'm telling you this. The champion uses barrier blocks to parkour. He's the
He
only
is
one
the
that has
cheater.
any left.
He built his parkour jumps with
Wait, then how did-
barriers.
how did
That
the old
means
man
I was
get access
right.
to
The
barrier
5 block
blocks?
jump
Was the
was
old man-
impossible.
Yeah, how the
He
old
just
man get
used
one
a
of 'em?
Was
barrier.
that old
Okay,
man?
wait.
Yeah.
So if he uses
Was he a
barriers for his
previous champion?
attacks, how do I defend against
I'm
that?
confused.
Dude, if the parkour champion finds out about this, I'm gonna lose everything.
I don't care. Just tell me.
Fine. There's a secret rule in parkour battles that says if you build a harder jump than an opponent's attack, your opponent will
super
have to
secret
do that
rule?
jump instead.
That's how I beat him. I can just attack with a harder
Loophole
jump.
in the
Even if he
rules?
does use
Jump,
barriers for his attacks.
nah,
I just have
backwards
to build better ones.
360
Oh
before
man,
buff.
this is crazy. All right, let's do this.
I still
You
can't
need
get
to
over
send me
that,
back to
like,
the
fucking,
arena
like,
you
10
did
jump
before, and
attack
this
that he
time
did on
I'm
that one
only
guy.
fighting the champion.
Okay, so if you let me attack you, what's stopping me from just getting rid of you once and for all?
Yeah, I thought you might say that. That's why I got one of the best parkour masters I know to watch you at all times. And if he
Oh.
finds out I don't make it into the arena,
You're
let's
cooked,
just say
buddy.
you won't see
Yeah,
the attack
you're
coming
cooked.
before it hits
You're
you.
cooked.
Oh man, how do you even do these?
Nah, he's
jumps?
failing.
I really
He's
hope this
failing.
plan works.
Oh,
There's no
shit.
way I can make one of these.
Just as I thought, Siwat had no choice but to listen to me. Now, all that I was hoping for is that I would wake up in the arena. I knew Siwat couldn't be trusted, but I had no choice. This was the only way I could get back into the arena, and luckily, it worked. Now, I could battle the parkour champion, and this time, it was gonna be different. I got all of the blocks I needed, and I made my way into the arena.
Okay, so
Now,
a new
it was
loadout.
time to see if Siwat was gonna uphold his end of the deal, but he did. Standing in front of me was the champion of parkour civilization.
Sup, bro?
All right, let's go save everyone.
I should have known the old man would give his boots to you.
The old man.
The old man?
Man?
Doesn't matter. You can try as
God?
many times
God
as
is
you
the old
want,
man?
but your fate remains the same.
The
Wait, how's he-
parkour
how's-
god
how's
didn't
he
just
know
give
this?
me
I'm so
random
confused.
champion boots. He gave me the old man's. He was the old parkour champion.
Wait,
The old
guy-
man
this is
was
a
the
lot to
champion.
think about right now.
Okay.
I just got to worry about
And then was
defending this
demoted to
attack.
noob
Well,
rank?
Siwat got me this far, but now it's time to
That's
see
what
if
God
he was
gave him?
really telling
Okay.
the truth. The champion's
know.
attack was technically only a 4-block jump with a barrier, so the parkour combo I was about to do should be harder. I countered with a 3-block
360.
360 to a 3-block fence jump.
Oh,
The parkour
what?
champion looked confused, and suddenly his attack disappeared.
His attack
It worked.
disappeared.
It actually worked. The secret
I'm
rule Siwat
outclassed.
told me about
Your
was real,
jump.
and now the champion has no choice but to defend my attack. Except just when I thought I had the upper hand in the battle, the champion pulled out barrier blocks.
More barrier
Instead
blocks.
of building my jump, the champion built some invisible parkour combo. The barriers were invisible, and I had no way of knowing what sort of parkour
no.
combo he
Oh,
built.
no.
But whatever it was better than my attack, and my attack was now erased. That only
Oh,
left
no,
me
you gotta
with
make a
one
harder
choice,
one.
and I would have to build something even harder.
Ah,
I didn't even know what the champion built, so I couldn't hold
he's
back
gotta
on this
make it
next
harder.
attack. I knew I had to risk it all. I pulled out a 180
Flower pot.
vertical flower pot jump.
Oh
into
my
a
God,
backwards
180
360
vertical
candle
flower
jump.
pot, 180
I made
candle
it.
jump.
The parkour champion's attack was erased, and he had no choice but to
Oh my
either
God,
try my
it's
attack
getting
or
intense.
build a harder one. But the parkour champion wasn't phased.
Oh my
He
God,
countered
he's
my
doing
attack
Neos.
with the hardest known jumps in
What?
parkour
What?
civilization.
That's a fake
These
Neo. He
were
put a
Neo
barrier
jumps.
block.
That was
Two
real.
in
That
a
was real.
row.
That was
Jumps where you have to jump around a
Fake
block
ass
in
Neo.
midair.
What
I knew I
the
couldn't
hell
do
is
these jumps,
that?
and this
Fake
was not
ass
the time
Neo,
to try
bro.
them. But the parkour champion set the bar high, meaning if my next attack isn't harder than his, I lose everything. But if I don't make this jump I'm
on.
about to build, my entire journey is over. But that means the same goes for
Oh
the parkour
my!
champion.
What did he
Any
make?
one of these
What the
attacks
hell
will
is
do
this?
more than 10 hearts.
What do you-
That
More
means
than
I
10
have
hearts.
to make
Insta
this.
kill.
The parkour
Boom,
god
boom,
trusted
jump,
me with
side,
his boots
side away.
to save
Oh
the
my
day.
god.
And
Oh.
for the first time in my life, I actually felt like I was worthy of that. I was worthy of being the parkour
Take
champion.
that.
Hey,
What?
can you do that? Can you
This
do that?
shouldn't be happening.
This shouldn't be
I
happening.
had bested the parkour champion, but I was wrong.
This ends now.
The parkour champion
What?
built an attack that was directly
In the
over
middle?
the void.
Either you go down,
Alright,
or we
go
both
down.
go down.
This was the end. The parkour champion knew he lost the battle, so he built a jump that would take us both down. And there's nothing I can do to defend myself. I knew deep down that this was
No,
most
you do a
likely my last
360
jump
around
in
the Neo.
parkour civilization.
Come on.
But this time, I wasn't gonna give up. Parkour god, if you're watching me, please just give me the strength for one last jump.
Boom, boom, boom.
Oh.
I didn't expect my feet to hit the ground again.
He did the
but
Neo.
They did. And when I turned around, the parkour
He was
champion
falling.
had fallen.
Yes!
I won. I actually won. It's over, right? I'm the new parkour champion. I'm supposed to be the one who can make the rules and save everyone. So how do I do that? But as I was standing there, something started to happen. My items in my inventory were gone, and I got teleported to the parkour temple. When I walked outside, I looked around, and I realized
There's no
there
roof.
was nothing above me. And that's when I
There was
remember
nothing.
something the parkour master said to me. He told me that the champion is the only one who knows the way up. I turned around and looked at the parkour temple, and where
Oh
there
my
was
God.
nothing before, there was
These
now
end
a
rods.
way up to get to the top of parkour civilization. That means my journey
Maybe it just
wasn't
has bad
done
eyesight
yet.
or
I
something,
still
you know?
had to make it to the top.
Everyone without diamond
Luckily,
boots has
I'm now
dog
considered
shit
the
eyesight.
best in
Yeah, it's like
parkour
glasses, you
civilization.
know, it's like
So if
glasses.
there's
Yeah, you're right,
anyone
you're
who
right,
can
you're
make
right.
the
Like
jumps,
20/20
it was
vision
me.
now.
Only
20/20
one
vision.
more set of jumps stood between me and the top. I had always dreamed of this day when I'd look
what's
up
up
and
there?
I'd see nothing above me. But I never would have imagined what I'd have to go through to get here. Every jump I made and every jump I failed all led me to this point, to make it to the top of parkour civilization. And now I was here, and
Now what's
there
up
was
here?
nothing.
There's
just
nothing.
pure emptiness and only the sky. I didn't have any idea of what to
there's
do
something there.
until I saw a structure in the distance. I walked over and I saw blocks
Command
I'd never
blocks?
seen before in parkour civilization. They were command blocks, and they were placed in
Wait,
front
are these like
of
the
a throne.
rules of
I
Parkour
stepped up
Civilization
onto
here?
the
The
throne,
throne.
and
Change
got
the
my
rules?
pair of champion boots. But this time, they weren't someone else's. They were mine. It only makes sense that doing parkour on command blocks gives me the power to make the rules of parkour civilization. But
Okay.
before I start completely changing the entire rules of society, I needed to do something first.
What? Why is he jumping down?
Well, I think it's time I give these back. I have a feeling
Oh.
you'll probably be needing
Wait.
them.
He came back.
Evbo, you did it.
I
You
did it.
saved us.
No,
Oh,
no,
man.
I didn't do anything. It was only possible because of you. And that's why I think you should be the champion.
Your
I don't know
old
what to do
boots.
with parkour civilization, but you were the champion. You know how to fix things. I just don't think I'm ready to be the. Whoa, what are you doing?
No!
Evbo, you think all of this was for me to become the champion again? I'm old, and you know parkour civilization better than I ever could.
Well, all right.
My
I'm gonna
time
need your
has
help.
come.
With every 4-block jump on the command
Boom.
blocks, I can change the rules.
Change
of
the
parkour
rules.
Civilization. And with the help of the old champion,
He's
I'm
become
not just
the
gonna
fucking
make
governor,
things go
bro.
back to the way
He's
they
a
were.
dictator
I'm gonna
now.
Make things better than they ever were. Parkour was never about making or failing a jump. It was about getting
He
up
makes
and
the
trying
laws.
again. The parkour god told me as long as you can parkour, there is always a way. And in my parkour civilization, people will always have a chance to try again.
Boom.
Boom.
Huh?
And that's the end of the story, boys!
Oh my
Alright.
god. I
Then
think
there's
that
full
could've
movie
been,
2.
I think like we could have cut like at least 30 minutes off of the recaps. I feel like we could have saved at least half an hour off the recaps.
Him re-explaining how the civilization works every few minutes feels like where the guy tries to beat Minecraft with dementia.
That was interesting. That was interesting. I wonder what's part 2 about though.
Who knows? We're gonna fucking figure it out. Anyway, we're gonna end this video short here. Upload it to YouTube so you guys get something to watch in the meantime. See you guys in the next video. Subscribe to see part 2.
Peace out.
Bye. Buy my fidget toy.